Start recording. There we go. Okay, so hello, welcome to the stream. We've got a little bit of a change today. We were one player down, and so we decided as a group that instead we were going to do a quick one shot to have a feel for new characters and possibly a new campaign in the future. So this is, I want to say, a test run, improv thing. So it's all going to be off the cuff, trying to figure things out, getting feels for new characters, and I need to turn this down. We saw Aiden for 5 seconds. Forgive me, Aiden.
That's all right.
Now we've only got your arms. What sexy arms! Right. Okay. So.
Well, thank you.
So. So the party that we've been following for the last 20 or 30 so episodes finally resolved the conflict, the war, the tensions between the gods, spoiler-free ending. They wrapped everything up nicely. They all had nice lives. The end. Unfortunately, although they did close the rifts down, the plane had become so used to turmoil within its rift space that it started creating its own rifts. The difference between the rifts that we've known up until this point and previous rifts is that they suddenly reappear and disappear. So they vary from little popcorn noises going pop, pop, pop to essentially large bombs. So what essentially is happening is that the planet is slowly being ravaged and resources are becoming fairly scarce and people are dying randomly and this continues on for 120 years. In the 120 years after the party resolve everything, technology goes forward, people are trying to find solutions for these rifts because essentially it's the only problem. Unfortunately, solutions cannot be found. Meanwhile, while all this turmoil is happening, 2 childhood friends from the Seekers clan, who named are
Zornak.
I'm not going to pronounce that. Zornak and Freddie Furcree. Furcree. So we'll say Freddie and Zon. Freddie had a dream. And his dream was to be the best singer he could ever be. Unfortunately, his closest childhood friend shared a similar dream, however, not as skillful as Freddie was, resulting in a duo that went from city to town, busking essentially.
Absolutely,
yeah. To start off. Some performances were good, some were not so good.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, while this is happening, what is the name of your character?
I'm from the church capital and I'm referred to as the Peacock.
Oh, it's just the Peacock.
The Peacock.
Okay. So while this is all happening, the Peacock is also going from town to city, and he's more of a con artist, I want to say. So he'll be suave and take money from people and listen to their needs and wants, but in exchange get something out of it. He essentially exploits people without them realizing they're being exploited. Eventually, the 3 people, the Peacock, Freddie, and Zon. I'm never going to pronounce
Say
it.
Zorn.
Zon.
Now Ack.
Zon. I'm just going to say Zon. Or Z. Z's easier. They all meet up, and the Peacock thinks to himself, I can exploit this. So he walks up to the buskin duo and says, I will offer my services as a manager because that's what you need to get the big gigs. Freddy's is a bit skeptical of the arrangement. However, Z seems more than happy to take on the assistance of someone older and wiser. They do eventually
You got it, big man.
Yeah.
Well, little man.
You got both got like loads of intelligence. You should probably believe anything I say.
Yeah.
You got it, little
I got
man.
low intelligence. But yeah.
They do eventually get bigger gigs, so they move on from playing on the street to pubs, taverns, maybe one or two stage gigs.
Yeah.
While eventually they go to the royal capital, and they're doing one of their bigger stage gigs, the Peacock comes across a poster. On the poster it reads that the royal capital is seeking adventurers to go into space, and in exchange there's a large reward, and this piques the Peacock's interests. Unfortunately, it says adventurers, so the Peacock goes to the duo and says he has a new gig for them.
Yes.
To which
Good find, little man.
they are delighted, and the poster even says to report to the royal castle. That's the wording I was looking for. So the moment he says that, Freddy and Z think that they've finally reached the big time.
No, it's a big
Yeah,
one.
this is
This is the big one.
This is the big
It's
one.
gonna get our name on
Yeah,
it.
they're gonna definitely for the wrong reasons. So we'll start off the campaign. The Peacock is leading you to the royal castle. At the gates, there are a couple of guards.
Shall we describe ourselves?
Yes, I suppose for the sake of the viewers and listeners. So, who wants to go first?
I guess I'll go first.
Okay.
The Peacock is a 31-year-old man. He says he's 5'11". He's 5'11", but he says he's 6 foot. As you typically expect. He has long green hair which ends with blue at the bottom, and he wears a cavalier hat with a golden feather. He wears a coat that goes down to his ankles, all with shades of blue, greens, and golds, with a big eye in the middle of the cloak.
He sounds like a pimp.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but
He's
no.
got painted gold leather shoes on, and underneath that he's got his own sort of way of decorating his leather armour with a similar sort of design of this blue, green and gold, and sort of gold leafed and gilded into what
I'm getting a feeling of Miriam Antoinette era, so like all the powdered wigs and all the buttons
this is like,
and the long coat.
got hair down to his shoulders.
Yeah.
He's got a
Buttons.
D'Artagnan beard, so he's got his two little tufts above his thing, and then one long pointy thing on his chin, and again that's dyed green.
It's all very showy.
It's very peacocky, as you can imagine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is like a peacock. Oh, you just figured that out.
And the end of his coat, he has embroidered feathers into the bottom.
So, Freddie Perkery.
Freddie Perkery, as you'd expect.
Yeah.
Tabaxi for all intents and purposes, but because it's a special type of race, I look like Tabaxi, but I'm actually a seeker. So my crystalline feature is my claws, mainly so that when I'm holding the microphone, as a certain Freddy from the past would, there's lots of sparkle and shine, as you'd expect. Wearing, on stage, it's going to be a tank top and tracky bottoms, for all lack of better words, and jeans from time to time. Normally it'll be a sort of tank top / sort of satin. Would they be satin? Yeah, satin shirt
Yeah.
with jeans.
So very
Camp.
70s, 80s
Yeah, very-
electro feel.
Absolutely.
Yeah, got it.
Zolanek is an 8-foot tall seeker. He's got pale grey skin with these crystalline veins going through it that look almost tribal-like tattoos type thing. He's wearing what almost looks like a bondage suit made out of chainmail.
Oh wow.
Oh, what the hell
With-
is this?
And across his back, he's got a small, what would be considered a small shield for his size, but a normal shield for a human, and 2 hammers, one vastly outsizing the other, and then on his side he's got attached to a belt a massive war drum.
Nice.
Right, so now that we've done introductions, I suppose,
Yeah.
let's me just.
What's the band called?
Oh yeah, you don't even have.
Shit, we didn't think of that actually.
You're the band.
Yeah, you're like a duo, aren't you?
I'm got it on the fly. I'm not gonna lie.
Just drums.
Done.
Crystalline?
Yeah,
Crystalline.
Yeah.
Crystalline. Done. Crystalline.
yeah, because seekers.
Write that down.
Zolanek doesn't remember such things.
So I guess
He's
we're
it for smart
back
cats.
to where you left off. We're
Yeah.
coming up to where you said
It's a large. It's essentially a large ornate gate, essentially, and behind it you can see a large garden with a fountain, some patio features as well. It looks like it'd be a small gazebo in the corner.
Probably true, yeah.
And in front of this
That's what
gate
you'll need.
are 2 large guards essentially. They one of them appears to be human. One appears to be a seeker with dragonborn elements.
Nice.
So you can see the scales are shinier than usual.
That's sexy.
Yeah.
I approach, they take off my cavalier hat, 4 bounds. Good day, fellows. We
you
saw
doing,
your
man?
ads, and let me please introduce the Crystalline Adventure Group. We'd like to apply
Did you
for
say
your offer.
Drum.
Jesus.
We are a perfectly capable trio, way above your usual adventurers. We have
Whoa, adventurous.
much talent. Be quiet. Much talent in many different areas, and we can switch on the fly to whatever suits our needs best. If I do say so myself, we are probably the perfect match for your ads. Think of no other people. You've found us.
Performance check to enhance his spiel. 18 with my drum.
I wouldn't say it's super loud, but it's a subtle drum. It's more like a hum. So there is like a feeling of crescendo behind it.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like
Fancy
there's-
word for someone so big.
I don't know what you
So
think.
that doesn't
I don't know what you
understand.
think of this, Stu, but because I'm basically the biggest faker in the world.
Yeah.
Most of my persuasion rolls be deception, because I'm pretty much lying through my teeth all the time anyway.
That is fine. I will accept that.
If it's persuasion directly, I can do a persuasion roll.
Yeah, but most of the time it's
it's
going to be
just a
deception.
base.
Yeah. I get that. Yes. You do notice that the human guard has a walkie-talkie on one of his shoulders. And he'll press the button and go, this is Alpha 1. We have people seeking advice on the
Your new
ads."
employees.
What they said, and you'll click the button and you'll say, if you just wait in front of the gate for a couple of minutes, someone will come and fetch you.
How are
So
you
don't
on this
need to
good
stop
day,
drums
sir?
yet?
Yeah.
You having a good day?
Do not stop drums.
I've done a 7-hour shift and all I've done is stand here.
Oh, you still look like you've just woken up. It's brilliant. How did you manage it?
Stop kissing his ass.
Ignore him. He often speaks out of turn.
To the guy, I'll go, he looks like the sort.
But face isn't on ours. How is he kissing ours?
As you see, it's the brains of our operation.
Oh God, this is already going well.
Because I totally would, wouldn't I? Minor illusion, right? Stage effect.
So how long will we be waiting here?
So basically, it's a minute or two,
Yeah.
but I'm assuming that you're talking all the way through this.
I'm talking about our
I can't quite.
latest gig.
Yeah.
I'm talking about where we performed, our recent donations. I'm lying about how well the group has wooed the women and brought patronage to low populated taverns.
Oh, do you know what? You two roll performance check.
Why are we rolling performance?
Because I want to see how.
Wait, drum again?
No, because he mentioned he wooed the ladies. I just want to see how many ladies have been wooed.
11.
That's
Performance.
Yeah.
Plus 5, 16.
Yeah, the ladies were satisfied.
Well, I was the main event, so.
No, you weren't.
Basically, you just search up a spell thing.
So this continues on for 2 minutes. Eventually, a fairly tall, human in appearance woman comes out to the gate. She has long white hair, and I can only describe her as elf-like in features, but she does have a human appearance. No pointy ears. You could say she's very similar to a half-elf is the only way to describe it. I just want to say a very, very pretty human, basically.
Nice. Have we got in? Have we?
No, this woman's approaching the gate with white hair.
The actual definition of beauty, I see.
Oh God.
And she'll turn to the guards and say, open the gate. And they'll open the gate and she'll say, she'll do sort of like a small curtsy and she'll say, welcome to the royal capital. My name's Avenia.
Avenia. Oh, it's a sweet name.
Lovely to meet you, Avenia.
She's huge then.
She's about almost 8 foot.
I thought
So she's about the same size as you.
Oh, it's one of your kin.
Maybe are you me?
Oh, fuck.
No, I'm afraid I'm not you, as you eloquently put it.
I am the peacock.
Yes.
This is Freddy. This is Zornak.
He's certainly a
And we are the Crystalline Adventuring Group.
No, we are.
Please do not speak out a term again. Sorry.
Do you need drums again, boss?
Excuse the interruptions. Sometimes I don't know their place.
I'm going to fucking kill you in your sleep. I say that out loud. I'm going to kill you in your sleep. I take a drink from a hip flask. I've got a hip flask now.
The moment she sees the flask, she goes, "Oh yeah, oh yes, they're adventurers. I can tell."
The best kind.
Oh, we'll have to wait and see. We do have a test prepared for you.
Oh, great.
If you'd like to follow us through. She'll lead you through the gate. Like I said, behind the gate is a fairly large garden. Very well kept.
Nice.
Shrubberies, lots of roses and tulips. So sort of like pinks and whites and reds all over the place.
Nice.
There's a gazebo on the far right. It's medium sized, so it could probably fit 4 to 5 people in it. And then she leads you up this large garden, up to this large castle.
Okay. Yeah.
It's very medieval in feel, so think stone walls, but it's white. It's sort of like very tall, and it's got like the, I don't know what they're called, points on top. Well, so the outposts essentially, stone outposts.
Cool.
And I would say, how big would this castle be? Well, it's the royal castle, so it's fairly large. We're talking probably 4 to 5 mansions big.
Nice.
Looks like it's going to be a good gig.
It'll be a hell of a gig in here. I'm going
A
to
fine establishment.
blow the house down.
Yes, of course. My sister takes very she prides herself on
Who's your
on our
sister?
events. The Queen.
The Queen, and what's her name?
Julia.
Okay.
Question out of
I
character.
do
Is this common
apologise.
knowledge?
Yes.
I don't remember people's names.
I
I
do
just
apologise
do-
for the riffraff. They were gigging late last night, so they haven't had the best sleep. They're a bit groggy.
No, don't.
Time for grog?
That's why I took healing words, so that I don't feel like this.
Time for grog?
As soon as she leaves us, I'm like, would you two just shut up and go with it?
At this, he gets out a glass out of seemingly nowhere and just starts drinking some grog.
Good job, Zornak.
Time for grog!
So she opens these large double doors, made out of sort of like brass and wood,
Yeah.
and inside is the only way you can describe it is a lavish castle. So think
Nice.
red carpets, black and white tiling all over the floor,
Yeah.
sort of like foyers and
Mhm.
sort of like paintings. Or it's very extravagant, and she'll lead you up these large stairs.
Very aristocratic.
Yes, is the only way to describe it.
Yeah.
And she slowly leads up the stairs, and she says, the aim of the advertisement is to deal with the rift problem.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I'm very familiar with the rift problem.
Yes. The rifts. They are a
Yeah.
problem.
Yes,
They've interrupted a few gigs. It's not been pleasant.
I imagine so, and food sources are slowly going scarce.
Sometimes it adds to the gigs, a bit of excitement.
Like that one time with the girls. Yeah.
What girls? I wasn't there.
Yeah, Evenia goes, yes, exactly. I'd imagine the girls just kind of exploded.
That's one way of putting it.
I wasn't there for this one.
Anyway,
Please carry on.
my sister will give you a briefing, as she's done with all the previous adventure groups. We've had several before, but unfortunately the test has been a bit too difficult.
Rank amateurs, I'm sure.
It's hard to come by from good adventures recently. There haven't been too many in a good 100 years or so.
Oh, great. But you say this word adventurers and test. We're here to do a gig.
I mean,
Freddie, please to shut up.
He said we're here to do a gig.
I mean, if you want to call it a gig, sure. I mean, surely the task at hand is you're going to do the job and get paid, right?
Money. I like money.
Would you please excuse us?
Who am I going to be performing in front of?
Would you please excuse us for 2 minutes?
Evenia will sort of like usher her away, and she'll put her hand like this on her hand, and she's not actively listening, but she's curious.
Oh, yeah, she is.
What are you doing?
She's pretty. I want money.
Yes, Zornak. We'll be getting money. It's a bit different. It's a bit different of a gig. It's a gig, but it's different. Something new. All right.
All right.
Have I ever disappointed you before?
He provided money.
Which time?
I found you on the street.
Which?
Now we're going around taverns. All right. I could have left you there.
He made good point. He made most money.
He did. I have to give him
Just
I guess.
Just trust me. It'll all work out.
So I tell him for money and speak with a pretty woman again.
Maybe even more pretty, which is a sister.
Ooh, sister.
Sister's the queen.
2 at once. Fantastic.
Oh, God.
If she has a sister, it's one for each of us. Now.
No, it's not.
No. You forget 2 for me, then you get 2 afterwards.
Zornak, 2 for me, 1 for you.
Money, yes. Woman, no.
Just like I said, go with the flow.
She
I go with the flow. Like.
Please do carry on. That was just a bit of miscommunication between us, is all.
she like I said, she's got her hand underneath her chin, sort of like elegantly, and she just seems quite bemused with what's going on, and she'll say, I mean, regardless of what you do, I'm being thoroughly entertained, and she'll turn
Perfect.
around.
That's what I'm here for.
we can perform for you afterwards if you like.
Let me.
Not now.
entertain
Not
you.
now.
Not now.
Oh.
Later.
Business.
I'll
business
take
then
I'll
pleasure.
take a rain check on
No.
her.
That is business. We play music.
Later.
She's led you up now these large stairs, and you take a left.
You also 12 for the performance check, by the way.
I mean, there's 1 or 2 missed beats, but she gets the point.
Jesus Christ, I work with what I've got. I mean the best of
She leads you up. She leads you up these more stairs to the left, and she'll
Yes.
go to the top. You now see several people walking up and down a corridor. Couple of maids, 1 or 2 butlers. Evenia eventually stops in front of a person that's wearing what appears to be some sort of heavy, weird wizard robe attire.
Okay.
So blacks, dark blues.
Yeah.
Looks fairly important. But when you look at the face, very grey hair, very pale looking, and sharp teeth. And she'll
I
say,
think we should know better.
and she'll say, "Oh, Flint, how lovely to see you. How goes the experiment on the And you'll say, "Oh, well, I've 3 sleepless nights and I still can't get the kinks out of it. I mean,
of a man.
attaching
He's not bigger than me.
Attaching a 9th level enchantment spell onto an android is a very difficult task."
He's not looking, isn't he? Nothing. What? Android? The fuck's an android?
Excuse me, a warforged of sorts, but something a bit
Oh,
less.
Jesus.
Something a little bit less sentient.
Those big creatures
Yeah.
that wander around. Yes.
Yeah. It's fucking scary as fuck.
I mean,
They're smaller men of metal.
Yes, the medicals on that.
currently they're uncommon, but you will see one from time to time.
So they're smaller men of metal.
Yeah. They're slowly integrating in society. Like, they're not... They're obviously pointed out, but they're the sort of thing that once you talk to them, they do seem very human-like.
I presume they're still smaller than me.
Just your regular human size, so anywhere
Yes,
from
it's smaller than
5
me.
to 7 feet, basically.
Yeah, smaller than me then.
Oh yeah, you're like fucking 12 foot.
8 foot.
There we go.
8 foot 2 to be precise.
Then you'll then say to Flint, "Could you do me a massive favour, Archmaester? If you could get Derek for me to come to the Queen's Chamber at some point, that would be great." And you go, "Oh, that buffoon."
I know buffoons.
Yes, they're everywhere, I'm
That's a
afraid.
musical instrument.
No.
I mean,
I thought it was.
Derek can be used as a musical instrument.
Xylophone. Oh, wow.
And you say, "Well, good day, Venius. Nice to see you. Another 3 sleepless nights, I suppose." And he'll sort of like give a quick bow and sort of walk off. And she'll say, "A very nice person. Knew his mother personally. Was an interesting person. Let's carry on."
Spoilers. Too soon. Spoilers.
No, I think you already knew who his mother was.
Yeah.
Merlin.
No,
The other
Flint.
no.
The-
Pandora is his official
Yeah.
mother,
Yeah.
but
Sorry.
he was saved by Lesha,
Yeah.
who was
Slasher,
yeah.
the
the avatar of
avatar
Aetherius. Yeah. And she'll keep taking you down this long corridor, and
Yeah.
she'll say, "So have you done any work like this before?"
What, gigs? Yeah, we've gigged. We're sort of touring.
Marvelous.
Now-
I'm quite experienced in the field. These are relatively new, but they're very capable.
Which one? Drum or hammer?
Both.
Ah, yeah, very good. Time for smash?
No, later.
Not now.
So
Okay, no smash.
this corridor is probably about 200, 300 feet long.
Christ.
So every 50 or so feet, she will stop to talk to someone. Sometimes a maid, sometimes a butler. The only person other than Flint of relevance that she talks to is so a plump woman with red hair and has got a bow on her back.
After the 4th interruption,
Yeah.
I slightly clench my fist and I'm getting very impatient.
Yeah, okay. And she'll say, "Oh, Sophie, I haven't seen you in a while."
Nope, I don't notice you clenching your fist.
And Sophie will go, "Yeah, I was out and I was talking to animals and there was a sheep, but it wasn't really a sheep. It had demonic energies, so..."
Sounds like my kind of sheep.
And she'll say, "Hello, you're big."
Hello, you're small.
You would get kind of like a house on fire, I'm sure.
And
Tell me more about this sheep.
I killed it.
Why did you kill
Was it tasty?
I mean, it was demonic.
Was it tasty?
Besides the point, still a living beast.
it was spreading malicious intent towards some children, so there wasn't really much of a choice.
You didn't have to kill it. You could
We've
just
killed
remove
many
it.
beasts from our
Was
experience.
it delicious?
Performance.
I would imagine eating it would be
sweet.
problematic. I didn't actually try. Don't really want to, because I get the feeling that if you ate demonic meat, it would turn you
I
demonic.
guess that's an insight for me then.
Like deception versus insight.
Yeah.
Question: have I ever eaten demonic meat before?
I don't know what your character.
Would my character even know?
24.
Well, it hasn't done anything bad to me.
yeah, like we've slain many times before.
Exactly. Grade A slayers.
Yeah. On the stage.
You want to show? You want me to
Hammer
show?
smash. You've done many hammer smashes, yes?
Yes,
Orla?
yes. Big
Yeah.
smash, big smash.
Mainly because of our
And I
hit
just
song.
forget my warhammer.
Mainly because of our hit song,
Smash.
Hammer to Fall.
Oh yes, hammer to fall. That one.
Yeah.
Hammer to fall and smash.
Yeah.
What a classic. Absolute classic.
While this is happening, Avenia still she's just ignoring what's going on here. She's more interested in what.
Do you want me to get out my greatest accomplishment?
That sounds really awkward.
What's your greatest accomplishment?
You would know it's my trinket.
No, not now.
Maybe not here.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
I
No.
thought he was talking about his penis.
that's the second greatest accomplishment. Because he didn't accomplish it; it just happened.
So she'll at this point, while you're laughing, she'll wave off Sophie and she'll go on her way.
Sophie got fat.
No, she was already plump.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
Not bad. Okay.
But like, I want to say
Less
voluptuous.
plump.
No, she was voluptuous. So she's very, very hippie, very hourglassy, basically.
Yeah.
And she'll sort of, I want to say walk away. She skips away.
Oh god.
I'm going to
I
say.
I just
I'm going
got
to say
8 out of
jokingly.
10.
Hmm.
Oh, Venue.
No.
It's been a long time.
No, no, no,
Is this
no.
the test?
And trying to make guys scores.
And she'll say, "Oh, it's
No.
just there's so many
No.
people coming and
No.
going
Yours
from the
is?
castle. It's very nice
No.
to catch up
So
with
9, 8
people."
out of 10.
Oh, for
I mean, when
I can imagine, yes.
when you've lived for as long as I have, it's the small things that keep you entertained.
Oh, out of curiosity, how long is that?
Moving swiftly on, and she'll sort of like turn away and
Rule 1 of wooing woman: never ask age.
She's a woman.
she's a woman.
She looks weird. Something off.
She pretty woman, almost as tall as me.
There's something off about
No,
her.
she's
I don't
probably
know
as
what it
tall
is.
as you.
I'm 8'2".
Yeah, she's as tall as you.
Okay, she's 8'2" as well.
There's something-
Not exactly 8'2", but she might be a little bit taller than that.
There's something off about her. I don't quite know.
I
Um,
like her. She's pretty.
You like anything?
so
with
like you've
colors.
gone down this corridor, which is about 300 feet, 300 feet long.
Yeah.
And then she takes a hard right. And this corridor is another 50 feet, but there's nobody walking down here. And you see at the end, there's another large doorway with about 4 guards standing in front of it.
Well, that's a lot of protection for a door.
Bidet, 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 bidet.
She'll just simply walk through and just push the double doors. And inside, it's a very large room, marbled, white pillars everywhere.
Nice. Ooh.
In front of you, then there's a number of stairs leading up to another white throne.
This is
Made
where
of
the
marble.
Greeks at.
Hopefully, it's fucking beautiful in here.
And sitting on the throne, there is a woman in a white pale dress, white hair, well, whitish blonde, with a crown. It's more like a tiara sitting on top,
Nice.
made out of silvers and golds.
Oh my. Your Majesty.
She's. I want to say Avenia and this woman look very similar,
Nice.
but Avenia looks a bit more like the person that gets shit done. She's got that demeanour of like a hard
I
ass
do all the
face.
hard work.
Yeah, while this woman is very soft featured, elegant, poised.
Nice.
One
A doll essentially.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Once I bow, when I get up,
Yeah.
I crack a smile so you can see my gold tooth.
No.
Oh, God. Don't show that thing off. She doesn't want to see that.
I guess I also bow following suit, just assuming that's something important.
If,
180.
if
That's all I'm
Are
doing.
you bound as well?
I'm only doing
For my
it.
lady.
That's all I'm doing.
As
is
long as
small
a show of respect
Yeah.
is shown, I don't think the Queen would actually mind. She's very liberal. Evaniel sort of like not say anything, but point in front of the stairs where the throne is, as if to say, "You stand here."
I can see as a gesture to stand there, so I usher.
I'm gonna stay here.
Okay. And she'll slowly walk up the stairs and
I'll move my drum from my side to my front, getting ready to perform.
and she'll stand next to the Queen.
Nice.
The Queen's sitting down, but even sitting down, she looks very tall. We'll say sitting down, she's probably at least 5 feet. Just sitting down.
Wow.
Yeah. She'll say, "Welcome to my castle. You've met my sister. She's been accommodating, I'm assured."
Very glorious.
Most accommodating, and your palace is beautiful.
What smart man say?
Right, let's get down to business. I want to say I interview all of the adventuring groups. It's not exactly that. I just like to.
The adventuring group.
I like to see the people that I'm possibly going to hire.
And,
I mean, it's a screening, basically.
What do you think? No.
I haven't even performed yet.
I'll push my coat back so the
Perform?
the feathers
No, not yet.
flutter along the floor.
The Queen say, "I'll admit it's a little rough around the edges, but it's something that we could work with. I've seen worse."
Sometimes rough is quite good.
Venya at this, she visibly scoffs.
Oh, jeez.
Like she's like, and the Queen doesn't seem to. Venya notices what you said,
Yeah.
but the Queen doesn't notice. She flies over her
Way
ears.
too innocent for that
yeah,
shit.
way too innocent, basically.
The innocent ones are the best.
Yeah. And she'll say,
Yeah, I didn't get it either.
okay. At that moment, the double doors open again, and in walks in a 7 foot, or appears to be a golem of some sort.
The chief fucking gods are there!
It's as big as small Iron Man.
This is just like those metal men walking around the streets, Freddie.
You
It's
did
absolutely
that!
fine.
Ah!
It's a bigger, smaller Iron Man.
Ow!
That sounds like a good title for a song. Get a spell book. Get a book out. Iron Man. Work on that.
He
I've got a
goes,
book now as well.
he goes,
Now aren't you quite the sight?
he goes, "Ow, Julia, what's going on? Like, I was working on the ship and stuff, and it's going great."
Ship.
We perform now.
Yeah. What time are we on stage?
We're on stage right now, but we're not performing just as yet.
Oh.
Shittest stage I've ever had. I'm fucking lower than the fucking audience.
I'm doing my introduction.
You've never had an introduction before.
And Derek goes, "Oh, I haven't seen this much hostility in a long time."
I'm gonna write a song. Not yet. I'm not. Oh, you've never had an introduction before. What's the fucking difference now?
We are with higher company.
But fuck that shit.
Derek goes, "Yeah, hire company. I'm tall."
Not as tall as me, mate.
And Vanya at this point has started putting her hands in her face.
I'm
just like-
doing this as well.
Well, fucking do your introduction then, you Ponzi cunt.
You see the Queen whispering over to Vanya, going, "Are they all like this?" And
Hang on, do I?
I must.
11 on perception. No. Yeah, 11 on perception.
she's not very subtle, so you do see and hear this.
I just flex.
I do sincerely apologise, Your Majesty.
I did say cunt out loud to them, man.
I think they might have woken up on the wrong side of the bed this morning.
Yeah, you certainly fucking did, you Ponzi fuck.
The Queen will then say,
Get it on like House on Fire.
well, as long as you accept the conditions, a venue will now go over the contract, I suppose is what it's called. And venue says it's more of a verbal agreement, really.
Oh, so there's more than one game.
I'm very good at verbal agreements.
So here's the deal, Avenia says. We've set up a sort of, not a labyrinth, more like a dungeon. It's very straightforward, really. Where we
Is there any
Test.
puns involved?
What?
By the way, any sort of things like dungeon, creature,
yeah.
the cogs in my head like, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
No.
My face is like, yeah.
Just digging you a bigger grave.
So we have a number of simulations in the dungeon. The Queen goes, that means fake things that you kill.
I've never killed a thing in my life.
Yes!
You kill the crowd with performances every night.
But that's not killing them.
Are you sure about that?
They've never been proven.
The Queen then says, "Oh, they've killed crowds before. This is going to be easy for them." And the Venice just say, "Oh, sweet love of God." and Derek's just like behind the three of you, just nodding his head like this, going, "Yeah, it's good."
Okay, right.
It's an expression of speech.
They're going to get us killed.
So you'll run the gauntlet of sorts.
Mm.
You will be paid handsomely just for the task.
Money.
Yes. If you live, we
We'll
will
live.
we will offer you a permanent position.
Where?
What does big word mean?
There's lots of money for a long time.
Yes.
Where?
She just
Permanent
said
position.
the labyrinth. You
So-
fool.
No.
You-
Permanent position where?
In her service.
Unfortunately, we have a project under wraps to deal with the rift problem, and which is why we've invited Derek to explain in layman terms what's going to be happening. And Derek goes, "Yeah, I made a ship, and you can breathe in space with it, and we're going to go ooh like that, and it's going to go in the air, and it's going to be great. And I'm going with you, so we're going to have a really fun time. Do you eat?"
You lost me at space, you had
Zornak.
me ooh.
Zornak. You know, dark sky, lots of sparkles.
Yes, I know dark sky.
Space.
Ah. And ship go to space?
Yes.
But ship is in sea.
No.
This
Different type
ship
of-
ship fly like bird.
Bird ship to space. And we go ooh on the way.
And we could
So this is what we're here for. This is the gig, it's on the ship.
Imagine
Derek-
the sparkles are our crowd.
Derek goes, "You don't really have to go ooh, but I do it because it's really fun."
That 12 on my performance check is a stuck going ooh.
Stop. Stop. Stop.
Please.
And we do that on the ship, so
So we continue.
And Vanya will just say, "That's just the gist of it." And she'll go into a sleeve, and she'll pull out one gold, basically a pouch of gold. She'll hand one to you, one to you, one to you.
I like this money already.
So this is the payment for this test
Mm-hmm.
for your troubles.
Judging from the weight, how much is in there?
You estimate probably about 500 to 750 gold.
Wow, that's a lot.
I pick up my measly bag of 15 gold,
Likewise.
tip it into the new bag and attach it to my belt.
No, I keep them separate. I've got the wisdom to keep them separate, so for now.
Yeah, for
Remember my cut.
2 for you, 1 for me.
No,
And you my 15 gold pouch.
no, this is mine.
I will
Again.
Essentially, she's giving you 600 gold each.
Nice. 615 gold.
You're accruing quite a debt, Freddie.
We'll settle the debt one day.
Avenya will say,
I pass you my 15 gold pouch and I keep my one.
With your blood on my fucking head.
The rest of them come later. Yes, I'm sure.
so
Don't worry, I get you
outside
one
the royal
again.
capital, about 5 miles north,
I'm a scumbag.
you'll get to the end of the continent. The sea there, essentially. There you will find a small little doorway leading downwards.
Okay.
What we want you to do is go through this doorway, down, and clear what's ever down there.
So what's down there?
And those that contains the simulations you were mentioning.
Yes.
So what's down there?
The simulations she was mentioning.
Clearly, but what the fuck are they?
The creatures she was talking about.
there's a range. Basically, depending on how successful you are, it ups the ante a little bit.
You know how you warm up before every performance, make sure it kicks ass? Basically that.
Kick ass. Got it.
Yeah.
You see, simple words, simple man.
Avenya will just say, if that's all, I'll lead you out the castle and,
Anything else we should have before?
I mean, you could make preparations with the money that's been provided if you've necessary.
What things do we need?
I don't know. Swords, armor, potions.
Hammer. Mail. Shield.
Sure.
Drum.
Not sure how useful that's going to be, but
He's quite talented in his own way.
Oh shit.
I am almost half tempted to cast Thunder Wave through the drum.
I know, but he's still the stronger in the world. I'm going with this, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I use the drum whenever I cast Thunder Wave.
Yeah, I know, oh yeah, I know, I think I probably know that bit. That's probably the only redeeming factor.
Will there perhaps be a
Food. I'm hungry.
supposed bonus if we perform exceptionally?
Avenya will just say, you get the position and you will be rewarded handsomely for your time and effort.
Handsomely is the perfect word.
Girl last night described me as handsome.
Avenya's just like,
Handsome. There's no P.
Avenya's just going to say,
Handsome.
No, she was... Never mind.
I'm going to lead you out now, she says. And Avenya starts walking down the steps and
Should I
she'll...
describe women as handsome now?
How about you two walk on ahead and I will discuss further with Avenya.
No.
First, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'll do this until he gets to 200.
And then,
Then he
then
loses
the 200 again, and then the 200 again, so it's 600 because you've got 3 200s.
No. He gets to 200 and then gives it to you in individual coins.
A little bit later.
No, he insists on doing it now.
When you start counting the coins in the throne room, in front of the Queen and Avenya is going to click her fingers, and both of you are outside the gates.
Oh. Outside the gates.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where Peacock go?
Well, bollocks.
I guess I'm keeping his share.
Yep. Yours now.
I'm so sorry. They make up more than that, more than their intelligence shows when it comes to the actual act that they are hired to do.
Avenya says, "Oh no, I do know their statistics. Their intelligence is not one of their strong suits."
Oh yeah, so
There's
they know.
someone
They actually know.
Avenya actually has high perception as she'd be able to discern your general stats.
That's why I'm handing you sheets.
So she knows what you guys are good at.
My
Not good at.
intelligence is 6.
Not good at
16.
a lot.
What?
Mine is 16.
No. Your intelligence. Okay.
Yeah, so
From what I gathered, they seem very hard workers, and
oh yes, they've come from the bottom and they've done wondrous things. Of course, with my help, they need some guidance.
Lady said prepare.
She'll say to you, how would she put this subtly? I often find manipulation tactics to be quite effective. However, you should be a little bit less heavy-handed with them from now on.
I've tried. Zornak's easy to deal with, but Freddy, he has a fire inside him.
I didn't mean that. I literally just meant it will backfire on you one day.
Women said prepare. How does Zornak normally prepare for a gig? Need to find women.
And she said, "Is you said you wanted to discuss something with me?"
It was more just to let them carry on, and that just the maybe extra details on the locale and what we might encounter, or are you not able to give?
As I've said, it's a test, so I can't give you exact details. I've given you the location. However, like I said, the further down you go, each floor will further up the ante, and it will scale your ability.
What check would I need to make to find the nearest brothel?
Oh, for God's sake. We've already gotten there.
Fantastic.
Investigation.
So yeah, 8.
And she'll say, well, if that's all, and she'll click her fingers, and you're outside the gates with these two now.
I've already started wandering off in a direction looking for a brothel.
How
So
rude.
we tried to prepare.
We're properly outside the gates.
Yeah, you're all. Unless these two have moved, all three of you are outside
I've
the gates.
started walking off in the.
So you can
second
see
floor.
him in the distance, basically.
Zordak!
Do I actually hear you?
Here, boy.
18 on perception. Wow, that's actually
Yeah,
good
so
stats.
yeah, you definitely hear him.
Nice.
What is it, little man?
My cat.
Come here.
I need to palm something to the guards real quick.
Then use your own fucking money.
Not giving them any money.
Then palm him whatever you need to palm him. If it's
I-
not money, you don't need his cut.
I'm off to prepare.
He'll forget otherwise. You know what he's like.
I'm off to prepare.
We have to get there first. And then
No,
we can
I need to prepare. She said to prepare first.
Oh, for God's sake, don't be long. And the two guards at the front.
Yeah.
I will grab a pamphlet about the band and shake his hand and say thank you for his time while giving him the pamphlet. Please do come and see us and tell your friends.
The human looks really confused. The Dragonborn Seeker starts reading the pamphlet.
We perform every Tuesday and Thursday night at the Lonely Tap.
It's canon, it exists now.
Yeah. Sure.
It's new.
We may be on a small hiatus for the next few days, but
We're in the Royal Cap, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah,
we'll
cool.
be back to regular showings. Hopefully, I say hopefully under my breath. Before the next new moon. Good day, sirs.
Hopefully.
You know
Did you even hear the word hopefully?
I'm next to him.
It was under breath. It's implied it's a whisper.
Yeah, fair enough.
So yeah, you guys can prepare, and I'll say you've got basically this nighttime now.
Yeah.
So there are a couple of general stores open, and maybe one or two smithies. Let's say it's around 6 o'clock.
Nice.
So things are starting to wind down, close down. Taverns are starting to get into full swing.
Right. I'll say
I'm going to
before you prepare,
I've
Don't-
already gone off.
don't spend it all in one place.
I'm
I've
going
already
to
gone
town.
off.
Hmm?
I'm going to a
You,
tavern.
you're just telling him I'm already off.
Don't spend it all in one place.
Fine, I'm going to the local taverns.
You might want to visit an alchemist shop to get maybe a little pick me up. You know when you've partied too hard and you've got a bit
It's fine, I've got that.
poorly. Yeah, but I'm trying to, like
Is it?
I'm
healing words?
trying.
Yeah,
I'm
healing
trying
words.
to say
I've thought like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've given you both healing potions before when you've partied too hard and you've been ill.
Then go and get me some. Yeah.
That'd be 150 gold. They're quite expensive.
Oh, I'll pay you back. Bye. I've started walking off.
Right.
Zonak is
You're my
paying for the
manager, you sorted it all out.
We'll
I
do
won't be manager for much longer if you don't pay me.
Not my
I
problem.
have been paying you.
Yeah, no, you're my heir.
Not my problem.
We'll do this one at a time. You've walked up first.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Finding a brothel. He's
Okay.
paying for a game
Roll
the only way
it.
he knows how.
Roll investigation.
Yes.
18.
Oh, bitch.
Okay.
You're gonna lose your liver.
You.
Your natural
Oh,
20
God.
minus 2.
Pardon?
How am I
Natural
going to
20
word
minus
this?
2.
So,
Investigation's an intelligence check.
how what's your charisma?
-1.
Okay. So let's say you're not conventionally handsome.
I'm a big brutish man wearing a bondage suit made of chainmail.
Well, he could be handsome, he just might not better use his handsomeness or his.
Like I say, he's not
Suaveness.
conventionally handsome. So let's just say when you approach ladies, you do seem like the strong silent type, especially with your height and what you're wearing. So normally you do get that sort of service for free. So I'm assuming you're just going to the brothel because you just want a kick out of it, or
No, he's going there because that's how he prepares for
oh,
engagement.
okay. So he doesn't get it for free. He pays for it. Okay, got it.
He pays for his services.
At this point you've been in the royal capital for maybe 2 or 3 months. You've become regulars, so you may have gone to a couple of brothels, like I say 3 or 4. You do have a favourite. You go to your favourite.
Mhm.
The going rate normally is 50 gold for your favourite girl.
Yeah, I book a session.
Oh, okay. And we are not role playing that.
Oh.
No.
Ditch is disappointed.
You get pent up all gone great. Okay, we'll do Friday next. What do you want to do?
I'm going to look at how the
Wha-
closest.
Okay, you're not looking for a specific one. You're just going to the closest one.
Yeah.
Next to the royal castle, there aren't too many, but you do walk probably a good 5-10 minutes. There's a lot of high-end taverns
Oh,
here
yeah.
because they're quite close to the.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking like almost fine dining esque bistro sort of places.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking for something a bit lower down than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
In fairness, yeah.
let's just say you go to your regular haunt.
Okay, yeah.
So it's basically not in the outskirts of town, somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
So you go somewhere in the city. Go to your, was it Leaky Tap? Was it
I
called?
think it was called Leaky Tap, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It
that
is
one.
now.
It is now. Yeah, it's normally where you perform, and you're like a local celebrity there.
Yes, I
So you will get 1 or 2 free drinks.
popular demand.
Yeah,
get
not free drinks for the whole
free.
night.
Oh, no.
But every once in a while, you'll have maybe like someone say, "Oh, I heard your gig last night. It was great. Here, have a pint on me."
Okay.
Sort of like, and you'll have 2 or 3 free
Mhm.
pints when you
Happy days.
start.
If it gets good enough, I'll do a free performance.
Yeah. Okay. Roll a performance check.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's why you meant to act the fool.
Yeah.
It's 21.
Oh God. Even solo, you're going a cappella, and it sounds really great even a cappella.
Mm-hmm.
You get more free drinks essentially.
Yeah, I do.
You may get 1 or 2 girls approach you going, "Ah, yes,
Yeah, I know.
yes,
Darling.
good, yeah."
Brilliant.
And she-
Eventually, I'll just show up and start drinking. After I'm done, I show up and start drinking.
You're there for a good 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's a good.
Stamina
Yeah.
for days.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, you're there for a good 2-3 hours.
Thank you.
Nice.
So by the time you do get there,
Yes.
he's done his performance, had his free drinks. You're fairly tipsy. It's roll a con.
Con.
Yeah, so let's see how drunk you are when he
Is it a
gets.
con save?
Yeah.
That's +1.
Yeah, you were very
18.
You hold your drink. You're a
Yeah.
little tipsy,
Oh,
but not even Mary.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you feel happy.
I got a head on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's about it, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And there's the drummer.
Freddie!
Yes.
Had a good time tonight!
Oh god, I can smell it.
Fantastic!
Oh.
Go and take a bath, man.
Drinks first!
No, Chris.
Drinks first!
No,
Drinks for everyone! And then pay for down for everyone in the pub.
Dude, trust me, go and take a quick shower. You
Oh.
might pull again.
Oh. So if it's
I
a
say it. Dude, go and take a quick shower. You might pull again tonight. We'll do another show.
Who?
Like, yeah, like get an idea.
so let's say it's 1 copper for a pint. So 1 silver is 10 pints. So a gold for 100 people essentially.
Fuck.
So you've bought a pint
Nice.
for 100 people basically.
Nice.
So gold, yeah?
Yeah. But it's the cheap stuff essentially.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It's
It's the over.
it's like what's the shitty beer called? It depends on who you're talking to.
Pisswasser.
I like Budweiser.
Like
it's
Foster.
the crowd breezer.
Like
Stella.
Like
Stella.
Stella. We all
Stella's
agree.
the
Stella
best.
is piss water.
Fosters or Stella.
Yeah, we'll go with Stella.
We'll go with
Yeah,
Stella.
I'm going to go up to my room with my
Yeah,
phone.
everyone's
and
getting
get
some
rushed
woman
out.
abuser.
Your
How?
wife beaters on.
Yeah, wife beaters.
Yeah. Do you continue drinking?
Yeah.
Do you continue drinking?
Yeah,
Roll cons.
probably after another performance in a bit or something. Because
But are you going to perform? No, you're
Yeah.
upstairs, aren't you?
No, I get watched, come back down and then we
Yeah.
perform
Oh.
together.
So performing together, roll
Yeah.
performance, or you can either perform together,
Yeah.
or you can give one of you.
Well,
you
I'm mainly giving him the advantage.
so you roll with advantage.
Also,
You make up
guidance.
for the bad drumming.
Also, guidance.
Guidance gives me
Yeah, but-
D6, doesn't it?
D4.
D4.
Okay, I'll roll.
You're
that.
wasting a first level spell on this.
This is it's a cantrip.
Oh, it's a cantrip. Oh.
It's just it's on the check something.
It's what I do. I am the drummer. I enhance the performance.
So
I
it's-
do nothing but enhance the performance.
So it's a 17, 18, 19 total.
Yeah. Yet again, it's pretty good.
It's worse than your acapella.
It is worse.
Yeah,
But,
I can work with what I've got.
Yeah. Like he's not bad.
He's just not great.
He's just not great. No.
He has the energy.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, man. I'm such a dick.
It's fine. I bring the energy to the performance.
He's like going.
Yeah, I'm fucking good at this.
More free drinks. Roll con.
Perfect. Oh god.
I like how it's already devolved into brothels.
When
pub
you've got
crawl.
a bard
Yeah.
and a dumb Goliath, what do you
Yeah.
expect?
22.
22 and 4.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
but you've been
Yeah!
you've been drinking for longer,
I've
though,
been
haven't you?
drinking for longer.
So
yes.
you are absolutely fine. You don't feel anything.
I regret.
But you, on the other hand,
Yeah.
roll another
Oh,
con.
no. 16.
Yeah, you do feel some vomits
Oh.
come up, but you do hold it back.
Oh, I have a bad. This little tiny street.
Can I say that I've greased the bartender's hands
Yeah.
to any tips to the band? He keeps 10% from me.
Oh, but would the barman do it because he likes me?
Like I can try and roll a check
So
for it.
that is the default, right? So whenever the tips come in,
Nice.
when
Like
so your money, if people tip the band, it usually goes into a jar for the.
as a scumbag as I am,
Yeah.
like and a manager, and no offense to your character's intelligence,
No,
but I'll be able to
no.
manipulate that quite easily with my intelligence.
Yeah,
and charisma.
so we'll say that's default. You get 10%.
But like just for performances, I don't want it to be awful, but I would take 20% of performance, like
So so you're taking 20% of the tips.
But
of the shit.
tips is 10%. The performance cost to hire us is 20%.
But they didn't hire us tonight, so.
No,
Yeah,
it's free.
tips. I'm talking about the tips.
So the tips.
Yeah.
Now,
It suits the character. Sorry.
I want you to
Yeah.
roll persuasion at disadvantage because of how drunk you are,
Oh.
but you still have guidance technically.
It's a 6 plus 4, 10. Oh, what was it? Sorry.
Persuasion.
Persuasion. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 in total, actually. Jesus Christ.
Because you got high charisma.
Yeah.
Because you're performing free tonight, he's not paying for the
For the benefits.
for the show.
Yeah.
So all you're getting are tips.
Yeah.
So when you say something along the lines of, "Oh, we just want the tips tonight,"
Yeah.
he will automatically just give you the jar without even thinking. There's no. He's just like, "This wasn't planned.
Yeah.
Here you are."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on a bit. My usual.
You've got 47 gold in sort of like silvers,
Yeah.
basically.
Has Peacock showed up?
We don't know yet.
Okay.
We'll have to wait and find out. So what are you doing?
I'm going to find. Hoping my knowledge of it would be quite good. To find the closest herbalist / apothecarist alchemist shop to the pub that we are based at.
I would imagine there's one fairly close, considering lots of drunk people. So there is sort of like, I want to say, a herbal place. They deal with home remedies, so things like if you've got a headache, if you've got a light fever, stuff like that. Essentially, think.
What's the guidance from?
What's the name of that? What's the name of that shop? Body and Spice.
Body shop.
It's like body shop
Or like
essentially.
Lush body shop.
Yeah, Lush body shop. So like there's like soaps and potions and remedies and herbs and teas and coffees and pills and supplements. Let us give this person a name.
By the way, for what's about to happen, forgive me, alright? Both of you just forgive me for what's about to happen if it goes my way.
Well, out of character or in character?
Well, like, you won't know. 'Cause
Yeah,
you're not there.
so out of character.
So out of character. Out of character, I really don't care. I'm here to have fun with Zornak.
Yeah. Oh god.
He's the complete opposite of.
I'm not an evil
Well, we can
person.
look at-
I'm very close.
You see, Zornak is. He don't care.
Yeah.
Right. So
Oh god.
I pay my share, but I always get.
so you've come in the shop from time to time. It's not something that you visit regularly, but you may be there maybe once a month, or maybe once every 2 months.
Shampoos,
So you've been there maybe 2 or 3
I
times.
ain't dying.
And you'll find a shampoos.
They dies from my hair.
You've been there 2 or 3 times basically. You've
And I
gotten
don't
to
know
first
when
name
they're
basis with the
settled
owner essentially. Her name's Martha. She's very
Martha.
yeah. She's very, I don't want to say hippie, but like very laid back halfling.
Does she have an initial impression of me from our previous encounters?
I'm not gonna lie, she is. You get the impression that she's somewhat gullible, but on your last interaction, she did not get the upper hand, but she understood that you were doing some sort of ploy. So the first 1 or 2 times you met her, you were like, "Oh, this is easy. Like she's a pushover." But then the last time you saw her, you were like, "Oh, hang on. She does know her business, basically." So you're wary from the last time, basically, but you know you can get away with stuff with her, basically.
Can we say that obviously I probably had to walk past the pub to get here,
Yeah.
but I maybe heard Freddie's performance?
Yeah.
Because he went back first, because I planned to use that sort of thing. So,
Yeah. If you walk past the pub,
I won't go in the pub and try
You-
to listen.
you essentially walk the same direction because you're going to the same general area. So as you wouldn't have heard his performance, as he was walking into the tavern, you would just walk past him. So basically, not even before the performance of his drinks, because you walk the same general distance and time, basically. So you carry on for another 200, 300 feet, and you get to, I'm going to call it the Herbal Tea. But it's herbal and the capital letter T. Herbal Tea.
And herbal is of course spelled 'ERBAL.
And that's the tea, honey. Oh, honey.
Christ.
Oh, honey.
That's the
The
motherfucking
fucking tea.
tea.
Yes. The motherfucking tea.
I don't know where that's from.
Oh, it's just some white girl, basically.
It's a meme.
Yeah.
I don't know
So
that one.
I walk
Okay,
in.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Martha, you're looking dashing this evening.
Oh fucking hell.
Is that a new scent I can smell?
Currently, right now, she was reading a book as the store's winding down essentially. So this is probably the last half an hour before everything closes off. She's basically wearing what appears to be librarian glasses and reading a book. She's wearing
a very perfect t-shirt.
I know she's wearing what seems to be some sort of tie-dyed flowy robe essentially. Browns, reds, golds. Very I want to say new aged basically, is the only way I can describe it. And she's standing on a large stool because she's a halfling. And she looks up from the book and slowly pulls her glasses and goes, "Oh, Peacock, it's so nice to see you again. How did the alleviation go from last time? Let's say for the last time she gave you pills to alleviate not constipation. Let's not go that obvious. Let's not go too low brow.
Or brown.
Let's just say you're a migraine. I mean, dealing with these two. So she gave you something to alleviate it, and let's just say it worked to some degree.
It worked wonders, my dear. Those boys are quite a handful to deal with.
I imagine they are quite entertaining, though.
They're probably up to no good again, and this is another reason why I'm here. I'm looking for some healing potions.
Oh my! You rarely get people buying those. Are you going out and doing the old 1-2-1-2, as they call it?
We're actually leaving the city soon. We're going to perform a test for the Queen, would you believe it?
Oh, I've heard of that. Lots of dead people.
Not us. Trust me, not us, my dear.
Sure. So healing potions.
Yes.
So she has 4 or 5 of the basic ones, which are the 2d4s. I think they are +2. They come to 50 gold each generically. So
I'm looking for 4 healing potions.
So that will come to 200 gold, is it? Yes, of course.
I have a proposition for you.
Oh.
Here's 50 gold. And you can, because we may be visiting here a lot more often, you can put 150 gold on a tab under Freddie Mercury's name.
Oh my God.
We're doing quite well in the pub recently. He's quite the performer.
This is
You're going to need to make a deception check here.
yeah, you're going to have to make a deception here. But because of how low this pitches, she's rolling at advantage because this is you're grasping at low fruit basically. Like you should have started a little bit higher. Like if you said 150 gold and 50 on a tab, she may have been lenient.
I thought I was going 100, but I'll see.
Oh, thank God you had advantage.
It's always fun when the GM goes badly.
Oh, I rolled a 2. So that's 9.
Oh my God, even with a 2 that's a 9. She rolled an 11 and +3, so that's 14. So yeah, that was close actually.
Yeah.
She'll say, we don't normally do tabs, I'm afraid. It's usually just upfront payment or trade of equal quality.
Fair enough, my dear. I'll give her another 150 gold.
On top of the 50.
Yeah,
So
and
200
then
gold.
I ask her to open up a tab after I paid her the full amount for future purchases. And I'll add my name to it as well, Freddie Mercury and the Peacock.
She'll say,
I'll add an extra 25 as a sort of deposit.
oh, okay, we don't normally do subscriptions. Oh, who am I kidding? We do subscriptions all the time. She'll give you like a card with sort of like, not your name on it, but it's just like, it's got herbal tea on it and sort of like fine filigree. And on the back of it, you notice there's like a number of stamps on it. And she'll say, every 5th purchase comes with a free tea. And she'll hand it to you.
Oh, I I've had the tea before. It's quite spectacular.
Yes, I've been experimenting with flavours. Gooseberry and lime seems to be very popular nowadays. It's all the rage with the young'uns.
You know, a lot of people like the sharp taste. I kind of had a peculiar taste to it. I enjoy the sharpness.
Oh, I'm sure you love your peculiar taste, she says, and she puts her glasses back
on. So yes, just
what do they call it? Pussy tickler? Is that what it's called? Or am I going too far with that? Is that what it's called?
I've never heard of that before.
I don't know.
Flavour saver. There we go. That's
Yeah,
that's
that
the
one.
that's the one I was thinking of. Well, he's got this and then this, so it's just like too far.
Typical French muscle.
I said we weren't going to go for lowbrow, but obviously, oops,
It's
it
starting.
happened. Yes. I mean, we started in a brothel. May as well end with a shit, isn't it?
Well, hopefully we'll end up with a ship.
Yeah.
So after this purchase, just come by every month to the Leaky Tap. Ask for a present there. The proprietor is Freddie Perkery, but I'm a substantiary. If he's not available, I will get a hold of him. If he does refuse, you do have the entitlement to report him to the right authorities.
Oh God, I've just realised you've got a subscription with this woman now. You're going into space. You're never going to be able to pay this. So when you come back, she's going to be like, "That's 3,000 gold, or like 3 million gold." Depends how long you're gone. Jesus. Oh God.
The tab would be 50 gold pieces as normal for each potion, plus I'll say add 10%.
Oh no, what our subscriptions are, once you join the club, everything is a 10% discount.
Oh, I was going to say you'd get a 10% tip for the long-standing service and providing, because it's going to put you through a lot of work to make these potions on a regular basis.
Oh no, I do it very often. It's very simple. It's the more complex potions like invisibility and polymorph that give me a little bit more
They
trouble.
sound very spicy.
Not so much spicy. Death-inducing, probably.
Oh dear.
Yes, very. Not the potion itself. The after effects.
You're not going to get a good following if you're clients are you?
I was an adventurer once, and then I took a frying pan to the face.
How did you manage that?
Well, it was a mimic, you see, and it's sort of like when bathed and a frying pan came out. Goodness me, squashed the right side of my face. Traumatized after that. Was in hospital for 3 days.
I can't even tell the difference. You still look as nice as ever.
Yes, that's why I took up this hobby. It's to alleviate the pain and suffering that I do endure on a daily basis.
For a frying pan? Jesus. Oh.
It did come
0.
flying at me, as they did say it came flying at me very quickly. They estimated about 80 miles an hour.
Fuck balls.
Yes, that.
If it was a cast iron one,
like-
she'd be
Dead. Four times the speed of a horse.
Confirmed. Halfling faces are made of stone.
Well, I am.
Confirmed. And dwarves are Asian.
Position, yes.
Yes.
I do thank you for your patronage, and like I said, Freddie Perkery is the man you should be chasing after. He's the one that makes all the cash anyway. I just get the scraps.
Oh, good day to you, Peacock. And she'll be like, "Ooh, remedies on diarrhea."
Do I catch that?
Yes. She does say it quite loudly, and she'll say,
Best of luck.
Yes.
Christ.
I'll say that as I leave. Best of luck.
And as you close the door, she'll say, "Now, where do I get Minotaur horn from?"
I know someone in the past, like 100 years ago, like a gay.
Yeah. You had 6 of them.
Yeah.
I'm going to first go
Amaranth.
to
No.
a different establishment, a more high tier one that I frequent before coming back to
Right, okay.
tap. I'm going to go for
What is this
one
establishment?
drink. But you can have the name for this one. It's
What
more highbrow.
is it? Is it a general store?
I presume
Or...
he means a restaurant.
A tavern.
Oh, a tavern.
Like a wine bar, so to speak.
Yeah, you pretentious prick.
It's his character. What do you expect?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I'm trying to put as much as I
Yeah.
can into this. There's Clarence and Edgewood,
Yeah.
so a bit more.
Yeah.
So,
brilliant.
I wouldn't say it's highbrow, but you get high quality drinks and service and food sometimes for think more bistro. So it's very everybody talks about this place essentially. It's a favourite spot.
Like I said, I frequent it, but
Yeah.
I leave it out there, not always like frequent it.
Yeah. So
Try and keep a whole price
think
like
of a
this.
combination of a tavern, tavern coffee shop, a gastropub sort of feel. And it as you walk in, the name of the place is The Subtle Way.
The Subtle Way.
Yeah. How often do you frequent?
2 to 3 times a week.
Oh, okay, so you're a regular essentially. As you walk up to the bar, you do see one of the barmaids. You don't really know the name of the barmaid. However, you have seen the owner once or twice. Her name is Keith, and she's a wood elf. Let me take this down so I remember all of this improv shit. Come on, stop it.
What's the name of the place I went to?
Do I really have to name a brothel?
No, I went to.
Do I have to name your favourite girl as well?
No.
Brunhilde.
Brunhilde's the name of the girl, apparently.
Brun.
Just that sounds similar to Love Nest.
Oh, I should have called the brothel The Subtle Way.
Yeah,
The Holly Bush?
Fine. Fave girl at let's just call it Rosebush. Rosebud. Oh,
The Rosebud.
Yeah, the Rosebuds. Yeah.
That voice,
Yeah, so you walk into you do see the owner. She's chatting with some of the other locals and regulars. Basically, she's standing up and she seems to be having a pleasant time, having a subtle laugh, basically. But you do, from experience, it's service laugh. So she's laughing along with them, but she's only doing it to get profit, basically. And she'll turn to you and say, "Oh, the Peacock, so lovely to see you again."
It's been too long. How long has it been now?
About 3 days, I believe. Been busy?
Oh yes, this whole managing business can take up a lot of time when you're working with 2 lowlifes.
Oh, that's right. You're the manager of the duo in the Leaky Tap.
Yes.
They have become quite popular recently.
You looking to maybe have them here?
Unfortunately, I don't really have room for a stage here. Maybe if I do renovations at some point. I have been planning it.
They used to busk, so they could easily just perform on the outside to your patrons.
I
suppose it would depend on the evening, wouldn't it?
It also our patrons aren't that sort of. We're more subtle, as the name suggests.
Of course.
We would have to have softer melodies, I'm afraid. Do you want your regular table?
Yes, please. And a glass of your finest red.
Okay, so she'll lead you to a table in the corner, and she'll sort of not pull the chair out because it's not for the woman to do that. Yeah. She just puts her hand out towards the chair, and she'll walk away.
I will get the other chair on the table and just put it up if you want to chat.
She'll say...
I know you're a busy woman. I'm only here for an hour or 2.
She'll say, I'll be back in a moment. I was just seeing to some other customers, but I'll take you up on that.
What colour is
And
your
she'll I'll be back in a few moments, and she'll walk away. 2 or 3 minutes pass by. Eventually, a barmaid does come with sort of like one-handed tray. Sort of like puts the wine glass in front of you, napkin underneath, mint to one side. There was no exchange of how much the glass of wine cost. So it's that sort of place. Like if you have to ask, you can't afford it. Basically, it's that sort of place. So she'll push the wine glass in front of you, and then she'll say, our today's special is the Red Vineyard across from the way. It is a subtle fruity texture. It's for the summer essentially. If you were going to order food later, I would recommend some lamb with it.
I'll keep that in mind. I'm not here to eat, but I do appreciate the suggestion.
Of course, sir. And she'll walk away. Another 5 or 10 minutes pass. Eventually, Keith does come back, and she'll say, she will. What do you say when she gets back?
Pale white. Complete white.
I'll start with we never met. You never guessed who I met this morning.
Okay. With that invitation and that high of a roll, she will take your offer and she will sit down in the chair. Basically, she was deciding whether or not she was going to have a quick conversation or give you time, basically. And she's decided to give you time. And she'll say, who did you meet today?
Well, quite a few people actually. I saw an ad for some help needed by the palace.
Oh, everyone's talking about that. It's really interesting.
Oh, have you ever been there? It's amazing.
I've been there once or twice for catering reasons. So I have seen some of the royal family from a distance, but I haven't met them directly. No.
We were escorted by Avenya through. It seemed like the hallways went on for ages. She was stopping and talking to everyone. There was what was his name? Flint.
The Archmage.
Yes.
He's very good at his job.
He's quite a menacing-looking fella. Sharp teeth and everything.
He does have a history.
Ooh. Anything I should know about?
She was saying, it's a very well-known story. I think he's even got a song after it. During the War of the Seven Gods and Zero, there was a woman that worked for the royal capital called Pandora.
Yes, I've heard stories of her from my childhood.
Yes, genius, absolute genius when it came to gun and firearms. She was a pioneer of sorts. Unfortunately, how she was brought to the royal capital, it said that she was brought as a child, and they were doing some sort of experimentation on children. So they would invite 50 children, they would do a survey with them, some sort of play on words and an IQ test essentially. And one of the questions that she answered was, what do you consider a legacy? Because the king back then was obsessed with legacies and the future of people.
There'd have to be a very smart child to even understand the word of legacy and the meaning.
Yes, a lot of children failed the test, but Pandora succeeded by saying, she says legacy would come in two ways: what we leave behind and our children, which made the king fairly interested. He not raised the girl directly, and it was said that there was some sort of relationship between the two. maybe lovers, perhaps when in the future, because eventually she did have a child, and it was all coming up roses essentially, and then she gave birth to Flint.
So
Um,
what colour's your hair again?
green and
blue at the
blue.
tips.
Unfortunately, though, he was born still, so he was a stillborn.
Oh, no.
But an avatar that worked in the church capital called Lesher, not resurrected him, but kept the body embalmed for whatever reason. And another person called Seymour worked with Lesher and made him the first undead human that was technically living. So he was undead and living at the same time.
Oof, no wonder he looks the way
He does look, well, I haven't seen him personally, but I have said he does look extremely rough.
Oh, it's a very silent face, almost dagger-like teeth. It's very, very, very disturbing. Looks like quite the recluse, but obviously he's a very intelligent man.
Oh, yes. He... After the war, I believe he started regaining his memories, or maybe it was during the war. Not much information is known. You'd have to ask the people who are involved directly. He technically was a warlock, but he never found out who his patron was. And his arcane ability was quite phenomenal, and I don't know what he does or what his role is right now. Well, Archmage, obviously, but he's for some reason, as a warlock, he can cast 9th level spells. Don't know how that works, but he has the ability to do so. So he's an interesting fellow. In fact, most of the people who work in the palace are fairly interesting.
It did seem that Evenya had one extra hand on the wheel than the Queen. That Evenya was almost her guardian, her watcher, her voice. The Queen seemed very coy and a bit shy, maybe not. What's the word I'm looking for? Didn't seem like she was in charge, so to speak.
It is said that during the war, Evenya was prime minister of sorts, so she knew how to uphold laws and govern. And when the war ended and the original rifts relapsed and all the alternate realities started to converge on each other, the Evenya that we know now, her sister technically was dead in that reality, but then when the realities converged into one, suddenly she had a living sister again. It's all very confusing and interesting because only those people that were involved in the convergence actually know what's happened. It's not really talked about. We just know there was a convergence and all the realities became one.
That's very bizarre. And after that, I guess, just for the sake of moving it along, I'll just tell her about the rest of the mission, what we're given, and then obviously after I've had a conversation, finish my drink. I'll then. How much would I know the drink to be?
For a fine wine there, just for a glass, I would say it's about 6 gold.
Okay. Then I'll make my way back to the leaky tap then.
Yeah, so let's say you were there for an hour. So in the hour, by the time you get back to the inn, you would still be technically at the brothel. So you would have had your 3 or 4 drinks, and you're doing your first performance now. So as
I'm on my first.
Yeah.
Oh.
So as he's walking in, you're doing your first performance.
Perfect. I'll walk up to the barman and say, "Oh, help himself to your stage again." Has he?
Well, we need to think of a name for the.
Tim.
No, he's a half-orc.
Tom.
Bomber.
Greg.
Rigthar.
I'm glad I helped.
Rigthar, half orc, owner of the Leaky Temple. Right, okay. So he'll be like, yeah, he just got on the stage and started singing. I mean, he does it from time to time. I'm not complaining. Gets people up on their feet, innit?
No, you're not paying for it. He's just doing it naturally.
Yeah, he got up on the stage. I'm not gonna stop him.
He's in that kind of mood. I'm going to retreat to my quarters. It's been a long day. Remember our arrangement.
Which he will, but unfortunately later, if you've gone up to his quarters and you're not there to observe the tip jar, he does get the tip jar.
I'll obviously, I'll just give you a sort of a knowing sort of like I'm here, I'm going upstairs.
Yeah, and I do the glorious fuck you.
Right, okay, so for the sake of breathancy, you all eventually go to sleep.
Yeah.
Let's say you go to sleep around 11 o'clock, so at normal time, no alcohol, well, not other than a glass of wine. You guys are fucking wasted, and you probably don't go to bed until like 3, 4
I rolled a 22 on my con check.
Yeah, but you've got to deal with a hangover now.
Oh, we're on the hang.
Yeah, so roll con to see
We're
if
on
you have a
the
hangover,
hang.
essentially.
Are we on the hang? I've lost guidance by this point.
It's not up for saves anyway.
18.
22 again.
Okay, both of you are fine.
We
Let's
Done
just
this
let's
before.
just say this is not your first rigmarole. So even though you're drunk, you do go back to your rooms, and the first thing you do is get a jug of water and just
no
drink
cup of tea.
the hell out of it.
Well, I step over the girl and then get a drink.
Cup of tea.
I rise quite early, about 7,
No, I bet you
7
Okay.
8 in the morning.
I bet you do.
I will ask for my breakfast from Rigthar and also for my share of the tips of last night.
Rigthar will go. Oh, I gave it to the dudes. I gave it to Friday.
By now.
Yeah.
But our arrangement.
Yeah, but I technically wasn't paying for the gig, was I? So I just gave him the tip jar. I assumed he was gonna
I've wandered down in the middle of this conversation.
at 7 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah. I'm an early riser.
So you've only had 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
Yeah, I've done that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say, for the sake of breathancy, you've had a short rest, but not a long rest.
Yeah, that's
okay.
I'm using spells.
Okay.
Yeah. But yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm like that in real life.
Okay.
It's fucking weird.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry. carry on.
Yeah. So you thought.
Oh, dude, last night. Good. First time I've done a fucking gig like that in a while.
Go well.
I had a good night.
Yeah, the performances were great. No problems like there sometimes is. They just performed really well.
I better put a lot of gold in your pocket with the patrons no longer.
Probably did, knowing him.
I sold more drinks than usual. But I gave the tips to him fair and square.
This has nothing to do with you. This was mine.
Well, you know our arrangement. I could easily find another tavern for them to perform at.
You couldn't.
You don't know that.
You wish you could.
Yeah. No, you could.
Yeah, this one tavern hasn't been your entire career. You mean there's several others before.
Yeah. I found home.
Anyway, I'm not even there, so I'm not even there.
What's your name again?
Rigthar.
Me and Ray get on well. You know how it is.
Yeah, he doesn't remember my name. That's fine.
I asked that out of camera.
Bueno. Oh, bueno. No, I'm not gonna have mine. I have my stuff.
I'm gonna.
Oh wait, I did not say any product of any name. It is undistinguishable chocolate product. Yes.
Bueno.
No.
Bueno. That's like a Spanish word. It's fine.
Is it Spanish?
Good.
I don't fucking know. It's a language that I don't know.
Is it sweet? I think it's Swedish.
No, it's good, isn't it? Muy bueno. It's like.
Yeah, it's like muy bueno.
Yeah, but if
There
you
go.
if you want to sponsor us, Bueno, go ahead. Yeah, Kinder going to sponsor us or going to brothels. Yeah, great.
Done.
Yeah, great.
There, guys.
That's so much more Kinder eggs that way.
Ooh, there's
Not
the
in
prize
America.
inside.
Not in America.
Like that meme when a girl gets a Kinder Surprise for Christmas. She's like, "These are illegal," and she runs off.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Why did you think I stepped over the girl when I got my drink in the morning?
In the meme, she's like 6 years old, so I wouldn't recommend. I would stop that trail. I would stop that trail of thought.
Yeah.
You're thinking that was your fault.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm not visibly angry. I'm just mentally angry. But I'll keep a.
I know it's
straight
pushing
face.
your buttons as well. That's the problem.
so yeah, he'll give
I
you.
have the wisdom to know that.
He'll give you.
But you should be the wisdom to also know that I've helped you.
Oh yeah,
Loads
but this is
before.
my money.
Yeah, he'll give you breakfast.
Me.
No, you breakfast. He's asked for breakfast.
Oh good, yeah.
Yeah. So it's just your standard bacon and eggs and bread, essentially.
Freddie, would you rouse Zornak? We've got a long day ahead of us.
He'll be down when he's down.
We have to be going. We don't want to let the Queen wait.
I'll have 3 bacon, 2 black pudding, some toast, some beans, and some bacon. 3 slices.
Here's 2 gold in toast.
He'll walk off. He'll give you what's asked, but he doesn't take the 2 gold. The arrangement technically is you work 2 nights a week,
Yeah.
and you're given free lodgings basically.
Yep. By popular demand.
Yeah. And that includes 2 meals then.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Lovely.
But you share the profits of the gigs, but this time, like you say, he didn't pay for a gig. He
Didn't
just got
pay.
one for free.
I'll finish my breakfast, but leave 2 bacon rashers and take the plate up to Zornak's room.
Okay.
And I'll knock on the door. Zornak, breakfast.
This is. You've only had 4 hours of sleep right now, so it's up to you what your character will do.
I just pat her and say, go answer the door.
Shit.
This is some random girl who I picked up in the bar.
Oh no.
You are greeted by, I'm going to say early 20s, redhead, with only a blanket wrapped around her, and she's literally just standing there like this, and she's just rubbing her eyes, and she's like,
What's the race?
human.
Okay.
Oh God! You spent the whole night with him. Did you?
Is that what you do in it? You just fuck.
Did you at least enjoy?
I mean, it's been. I would say it's in the top 5%. I mean,
That's good.
I don't know what women say is.
That's good. Please go on your way, preferably with the clothes. You won't want to upset any of the other patrons.
Aye. And she'll she goes back to the room and she rummages around. She seems like the sort of woman that doesn't have any class. So even though the door's still open, you do get full view basically of her just getting dressed.
Probably the first tits you've seen.
Maybe. I doubt if you're high charisma and stuff, I could easily talk someone into bed. But I have stature and pride.
After about I'd say 45 seconds.
I reckon Zornak would have hired a couple of women to be in your room a couple of times before when you come back. If it was for your will or not.
She'll take about 45 seconds getting dressed, and then another 45 seconds. Basically, there's a basin in there, so she'll wash her face quickly, and then she'll leave, and she'll turn to you and go, "See you later."
Perhaps. I don't know what I'm doing tonight.
That's not an offer, she says, and she'll walk out.
Oh yeah, you got
She's
sure.
Another notch on the belt, Zornak.
Oh, she's good.
It's always the Scottish ones, isn't it?
A redhead is fine. Classy. Here's your breakfast.
I rummage under the bed and pull out my bag. 1, 2, 3, for all the way up to 200 and then just pass it to you.
I suppose on that con save for you've got literally no hangover, so you can do all of this fine.
I'm used to him doing that, so
Yeah.
it wouldn't.
Yeah, I count them out individually because I don't know how to count twice.
Jesus Christ.
Have you tried going past 200?
There's a number beyond that?
Yes. It starts again. You know when you start 1, 2, 3, it follows, but just add the 200 in front.
200. 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
But either way, there's your 200.
Yes, you can have the 3 gold back.
Oh, thank you.
Did you also perform last night with Freddie?
Yeah. I'm sending up full mood, by the way.
Like if we've been here with
It's like an elephant.
I suppose he's used to this.
It's like an elephant's trunk. He's a Goliath.
Well, you don't know that. oh, wait, maybe you do know that.
we've slumped it together.
You've shared.
We've shared a space.
Yeah. And never should the two meet in between. Oh God, this is awful.
Oh no.
Are you ready to smash today?
We haven't even-
I already did.
This food for me.
Yeah, that's all yours, buddy.
Glug, 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 glug.
That's bacon, even in liquids.
No, he just literally tips it into his mouth and eats it like a liquid.
Walk upstairs at this point. I mean, come on, I'm ready to go. Are you?
Let me
Come
get
in.
dressed.
All right, we'll get dressed. I'm asking him. You ready?
I was catching
I've
up.
been waiting for you downstairs.
Are you wanting to watch like you watched her?
No, I was.
Okay, then I close the door on you.
Taking in the sights.
What? Sorry.
Nothing.
I close the door on you.
Oh, what way is that? Sorry.
I close the door on you.
Oh, right. Okay.
I spend my time getting dressed and gathering all my bits.
Oh, you take your time, do you?
I'll just add his 200 to my pot and put it in my backpack.
Where's my pencil?
So yes, I was just visiting my my favourite employee.
I'm gonna need a better way of writing down my gold than there. It's good.
So let's say it takes you 3 minutes to get ready, fully dressed, wash basin, maybe teeth and hair.
There's no hair. I'm completely bald.
Okay, maybe
There's no hair on this face.
just the teeth.
Just a quick.
Oh yeah, a couple of
Shine
notes
up.
that I forgot to mention. Completely bald, no hair on the face at all.
Yeah.
So no eyebrows, no no tash.
That's what I know.
I suppose you shave once in a while.
I don't think
to keep you bald.
Goliaths actually can't grow hair, can they?
Yeah, they can. They got beards, haven't they?
They normally have beards.
Oh,
Oh wait, no, they don't.
Oh,
They are bald.
yeah. The only I think the only Goliaths that have hair are the females.
Was that?
Yeah, because the only reason why I'm getting confused is because on Critical Role, the Goliath has a beard, but he wears the belt of Dwarven Kind, which gives you a beard.
Oh, cool.
And my eyes are
That's
completely white,
Yeah.
no pupils.
Yeah.
They're
So-
just completely whitewashed.
By the way, have you been like this attitude with the peacock the entire time you've been employed?
Probably.
Most of the time, yeah.
Most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not so much at the start when you were getting in places.
Yes.
I probably I wouldn't say we're friends, but I have a slight respect for your attitude. But I'm probably friends with Zornak because he just
Gets on with
he
it.
complies.
You give Zornak money, Zornak happy.
So
That's all he cares about is money.
after a couple of minutes, he goes downstairs. The three of you meet up.
And Zornak takes care of himself like wash-wise. He makes sure he's good and something.
The only thing left really then is to go to the dungeon, technically.
Oh yes. Here's a healing potion. Here's a healing potion.
What's a healing potion?
Don't drink it now. If you hurt, bad, drink potion.
I cast spell to do that.
Yeah, me too.
If you can no longer cast spell, drink potion.
So if I am tired, drink a potion. Got it.
Now I need.
That's 25 gold each for both of you for half the price.
No.
I pass you 30.
Okay.
There you go. There's 5 of it. I'm suddenly big toe.
I whip out my short sword and slash through your glass so it empties. You don't have a potion anymore.
Fine. Your funeral.
Where's my items?
We're gonna kill each other. It's whoever gets there first, isn't it? I'll take first watch. Claw hammer.
I'm being good to you.
When?
Can't start.
In the beginning, yeah.
It's 2d4
It's a
plus.
love-hate relationship.
It's a 2d4 plus.
2. 2d4 plus 2.
Nice. I ain't got a healing potion. You wasted 50 gold.
It's fine, you have to pay the shit.
I don't know this yet.
No, and if you don't, you'll be put in jail.
No, I won't be. I'll just put a free gig on and get out of it.
Potentially.
By popular demand.
So I want to open that.
So do we actually know where we're going? She said by the sea, right?
She said 5 miles.
5 miles.
5 miles due north. Towards the end of the coast, you will come across a door.
As we're marching, I am playing a marching tune on my thunder drum.
I imagine you're quite good at those.
Yeah, it's like ingrained into my soul type thing.
I'm working on the Iron Man song thing.
What's it?
The Iron Man thing that I
He had a good idea after seeing bigger Iron Man yesterday.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, you hear the
A
lute
song
every so often.
about him.
Yeah, you hear the lute every so often. Ding, 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 ding.
So yeah,
Ah, yeah.
5 miles is about, if by walking, it's about an hour and a half, basically. So, everyone roll perception. See if anything happens on the way.
Ooh, that was actually okay.
Do I be a dick?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm off my feet are tired. Please carry me.
23.
No, then to see if Zonak could actually do this.
23.
What's my opposed roll here?
What, to carry him?
No, to not carry him.
Oh,
To see if Zonak would do it or not.
Perception, because you're just trying to perceive if he's being an arse or not, basically.
Okay. 18.
Versus, you haven't rolled, have you?
No, I'm alright.
So that would be,
I can roll if you want.
that would be, you're not,
There's no roll for manipulation.
persuasion is the closest.
To it, yeah.
This will be one of my true persuasions then, I guess.
Yeah. Because you're not technically pretending, you're
I
asking.
also know you fairly well at this point.
It's 15.
Yeah, so yeah, you know there's something wrong there.
Later on way home.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I need to preserve strength for smash.
You've got plenty of strength.
I need to preserve strength for smash.
It's a natural one for perception. I'm too busy trying to get in the
Besides, no ladies to watch me take you away. They watch me bring you back.
So, those are 1, so that's a 4 total.
Now, what was everyone else's perception? Sorry?
23.
19 on my perception.
Oh yeah. So the two,
While I'm busy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm literally just doing my marching drum at what's
I
watching.
thought you were 13, wasn't it?
So as
19.
as you're walking out towards the capital, there's not really much due north. I wouldn't say it's barren, but due to the rift stuff happening, this area is heavily cratered, is the only way to describe it. So there's holes everywhere. So I wouldn't say it's rough terrain, but every once in a while you will go, oh, and then suddenly go like that. You don't see anything that looks hostile. There doesn't seem to be much out here in general, to be honest. Like I said, it just looks like a cratered field, essentially, for a good 3-4 miles.
Okay.
Once you get to the last half a mile, and you get towards the end of the coast, you do see the waves in the sea. You do see something that looks like a door in the middle of nowhere, essentially.
Well, that's what we're looking for.
We're here now.
Yes. Good job. Good job.
Go on, I'll follow you.
Do you guys want me to go first?
How bad do you want to smash?
I like smash.
Then short, cool, big man.
I kick down the door and walk.
Oh
through.
wait, roll a strength check on the
no.
door.
Uh-oh.
18.
Oh shit. You don't hurt yourself, but the door doesn't budge. I forgot to mention it is made out of metal.
Oh, shit.
Oh, if it was made of metal, I would have kicked the door open and open it then.
I don't know. Roll intelligence to see if you would have kicked the door. I mean,
Yeah, I kicked the door.
Ow.
but you don't hurt yourself. The door is sort of like in the middle of nowhere. Where is it? Oh, okay. He's doing some sort of magic hoopy doopy stuff.
Yeah.
I'm spraying my magical powder.
Oh, okay.
Don't stand on it.
He's not talking about cocaine, guys.
Not at this hour, anyway.
No. Yeah. Where was I? Oh, so it's this large metal door, and there is a single door handle made out of metal as well.
Okay.
But to the side of the door, attached to it, there looks to be some sort of screen.
Pardon me.
Did you do that to the screen?
Reflect.
Yeah. When you touch the screen, it sort of like it switches on and it's static for a second, and then all of a sudden you hear "Hello, oh hello," and then suddenly comes through the golem that you met yesterday.
Derek.
It's Iron Man.
Iron Man.
We're here.
Yeah. So give me a moment, and I'll prepare the simulation, and you hear sort of like. You know it's typing, but your characters meet well.
Slightly.
It's been 120 years, so you probably wouldn't know what typing is. And he's like, okay. Oh no, wait, hang on, that's the care plan. You don't really need that yet.
Care plan.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's just for contingency reasons.
If things don't go the way people imagine it, there's
Great.
a switch to protect that.
Okay.
Yeah, you won't die, probably.
Hey, Iron Man, I read a song for you about you on the way here.
Yeah, I've already got one.
You do?
Yeah, it's called Moradin's Follower.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, it's old. He goes back to typing. No matter where Derek is, he's always a joy.
I love him. He better be coming with us.
Like I said, he's probably going to be the ship maintenance person.
Good.
But he's probably going to be the only other person other than the 3 or 4
Oh,
of
really?
you. Probably. Because I want it to be vanilla as possible.
Wow.
So I don't want to send too many people on the voyage, basically. So it's just going to be you guys.
Would Zunak be able to steal away his favourite?
Are you asking me if you're going to...
He's gonna try and get.
Are you going to try and put
I'll
a
look
prostitute in the car bonnet? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yes.
Oh shit! Yes.
Yes, it is.
I mean, as the DM, I'm going to rightly say no, but as a person, I'll say you can try.
Do it. Get a natural 20. That's all.
Yeah. If you get a natural 20, sure. We'll see if she suffocates in space or not.
I'm not going to try and put her in the car bonnet. I'm trying to get her on the ship with us.
Yeah, with your low intelligence, I'm not too sure about that.
It might work.
It might not
Miracles
work.
happen.
Yeah. Anyway, the
Yeah.
typing the feverish typing lasts for about a minute, and you hear mumbling for once in a while from Derek, and he goes, "All right, everything's done. I'm gonna do the first wave. Just walk down the stairs, and don't freak out. Everything's fine, and don't die. Yeah, but don't worry, you won't die because we have a contingency plan." Did you sign Did you sign the waiver? No, it's fine.
I signed my contract.
This is A little bit different than what we usually do.
I'm telling that already. Great.
Just follow my lead.
I'm going to kill him.
So
So smash like I did to that bouncer one time.
Yes, because there'll be no
I
authorities
need,
to
I need a
stop you.
pencil.
Fantastic.
That's what I've been putting in my mouth.
His eyes sort of light up
Here's
if
my
they
little
could.
one.
I'll have your little pencil. There we go. Okay. So the door slowly opens inward, and I want to say it's a little bit rusty, so it does make a sort of like, and you'll say, "Oh bloody hell, where are that fucking thing?" And you go, "Yeah, it's don't mind that. It just needs a little bit of a spring touch, you know. We've had so many people come in here. Don't mind the blood. Oh no, wait, that was cleaned up."
Zornok, charge.
I run down the stairs.
Yeah, so you run down the stairs.
I literally run
The
down
stairs aren't that far. We'll say 10, 15 feet down.
Okay.
So you do.
Ready, let's go.
After you.
Okay. Walk down.
So you get down to
It's fun.
this first room, and the only way I can describe it is completely white tiled. And
Matrix soon.
Yeah.
Matrix again. So as the final person walks in, a door will close behind you. You hear Derek's voice going, "Yeah, don't. I said not panic. Yeah.
What panic?
Who's panicking?
Ah, not you. Good."
He's grown up a bit.
Yeah. So you'll say it has
Just a
been
little.
it has been 150 120 years. So you'll say, "Right, okay, enjoy," and all of a sudden there'll be static around the room, and the room will turn into sort of like a small forested area. And you'll say,
Just like home.
and you'll say, smell the pine. Oh wait, the monsters. And you'll start typing. You hear some people.
Whoa, monsters! What?
You a man or a mouse?
My man, you twat.
Well then,
Technically,
Act like one.
it looks like a seeker, but that's just pulling
Act-
ahead.
Fucking
Really.
technicality.
actually he
Outside,
looks
yeah.
like a cat.
That's just racist. You hear Derek go.
You look like a robot. Sue me.
Well, I can
He
do.
fucking will.
I can do that.
And I'll back you.
I have a legal plan or something. Yeah.
I'll back you.
I can be mean.
I can give you some shit on him.
Show us your war face.
Yes, we'll put some shit on him.
And she
Give us
puts
your
up the
war
ceiling.
face. Actually,
That's not a war face. Now show me your war
I want to
face.
see Derek's war face.
You can't. There's no. You can only hear his voice, so all you get is just silence. And he's like, "Yeah, there you go." After some feverish typing for about another 20 seconds,
Quick question about
Yeah.
seekers: do their crystals glow at any point?
there's a sheen to them.
Okay.
Does that change colour?
Don't be a sheen,
No,
don't
they
be
all
white.
they always remain one color.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say that mine turn red when I go into combat mode.
If you're a barbarian and you rage, that'd be cool.
All right, you can have your little disco light.
I'm not having that one, but
Mm.
nice, yeah.
I'm gonna say yours changes color,
Mhm.
but I'll say yours is just
Glittering when you're performing.
glittering, sparkling.
Glitter and sparkles.
I'm actually
Nice.
positioning myself, and you're just probably standing there.
I'm
just
just waiting.
I'm actually
Yeah.
making sure I'm in good positions
Yeah.
and like.
So
I've got my warhammer out and everything.
so as he's typing and he finishes typing, you see more static.
Do I,
And then-
if I touch the trees, does it feel solid? Forest area.
Roll perception.
20, 30, 20.
Right. They do feel solid. However, it doesn't feel like a tree. There's something there, but
It's not a tree.
it doesn't feel like bark. It feels soft to the touch. Sort of like Play-Doh is the only way I can describe it.
Nice.
Would my character still think this would be okay as a cover,
As in,
like to protect oneself?
oh yes,
Huh.
oh yeah, for sure. Based off that perception, you could hide behind it and be fine. It is a
I
solid object.
I am going to hide.
Okay.
I'm going to take like.
As he's feverishly
initial
typing?
action, I'm going to just hide
Hide,
action
okay.
before initiative
Okay.
rolls in.
So as he's typing
Oh, that's right,
feverishly
I
and
got
it's done,
stealth for that.
in front of you two then appear 4 goblins.
Little things.
Um,
Smash!
I got a 25 stealth.
Okay.
Shit.
Initiative.
Everyone
Have I
roll
seen
initiative.
a goblin before?
Ooh!
I'm gonna say you are worthy enough to know what a goblin is.
Yeah.
It's a basic monster.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say all 3 of you would know what a goblin is.
Okay.
And things like orcs and maybe
Okay.
hobgoblins and things like that.
Yeah.
But anything more complex, like say a dragon, you know of them.
It's a dragon.
But it's a
Yeah,
dragon.
but-
Yeah. Like you know the basics.
Yeah.
Like you're level 1 adventurers essentially. Although you're in a band, you know
Oh, yeah.
you've had some training somewhere to be a bard
Yeah.
essentially.
What weapons are the goblins wielding?
Scimitars and short bows.
Oh, they're chin. Okay.
I need to roll initiative now.
I got 7. That's why I'm hiding. They have no idea I'm there. Unless they beat a 25 perception. I don't think
Yeah.
goblins can beat a 25 perception.
Baby.
Right, okay, so
Probably minus
we'll go
wisdom.
around the table.
20, just 20.
20.
Because I've got 0 on my dex.
Nice.
You're Z.
17.
You are not
Yeah.
David Bowie.
And
Freddie
Freddie
Mercury. Fred.
he might show up.
And
a bit.
Peacock.
7.
Oh.
I'm
know.
I'm hitting those. I'm not too bad. worried
I'm
about
not.
that.
I wrote it as P, but it's fine. This is Peacock, but it's PEA, as in the not piss, but the P,
The vegetable.
the vegetable P. I should have just written the letter P. Fuck it. It's just not.
Oh, well, you actually wrote like P. Yeah.
No, it's just fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, so you go first. Oh wait, let's.
Yeah, I want to know
The-
how far apart they are.
The chips are the goblins. No, they're not.
And we get to eat them when we kill them.
You don't want to. They're quite cold now.
Yeah, I would assume so.
I'm gonna borrow 4 d6s.
Do you want to grab down miniatures?
Yes, absolutely will.
Maybe they're gonna be the one.
It'll be soup.
I'll move. I'm just going to move the player's handbook to the desk.
Yep.
Can I see the D's? Oh, don't.
Don't. No.
I need to move these over here somewhere because the. See.
Right, yeah.
So how does a cube work?
Like swapped characters.
So you're
I'm the
currently.
more roguish type.
I'm-
Yeah.
See. So the end of the room is here. And we'll say it ends here. Like that. So that's how big the forested area is, essentially.
Okay.
And, yeah, there you go.
How does a cube work?
As a cube.
Yeah, so for example, Thunderwave.
The cube
Oh,
is-
so it depends on the wording of the spell.
Okay.
I think it's a 15-foot cube, right?
So
Oh,
you're hiding behind a tree,
Exactly.
aren't you? Which one's you? This one.
I guess I'll like.
Each creature in a
If
15-foot
we're just using
cube
our
originated
own
from
ones,
you.
Yeah.
I'll just be behind a tree. Yeah.
So I'll say there's a tree there, tree there. There's lots of trees essentially, so you can.
A cube is like a cone effect, but it originates from you.
But a
From the point you choose, yeah.
So if I was there, it would go 15 foot out in each direction from me.
No, it's 15 foot.
No, you place it and then it goes 15 feet.
So you can
Like
either
a cube.
do 5 feet around you, or 15 feet in front of you, or 15
so
feet
it's
in
not,
the
it's not,
corner.
it's not like that.
Oh,
It's
no.
just like
Okay, no, I get it now. I was just wanting to double check before I did.
I'll double check the PHP.
But no, I know this to be true because I remember I used it on my druid,
No, I was making
and
sure
we
before.
were working
Yeah,
with
see,
mechanics
the
and a
cube,
15.
The origin is the star, so
Yeah.
Okay,
You
no,
can
no,
do-
that's what I wanted to check so that I knew
So
how
you
it
can
worked.
put the origin wherever you want essentially. You could be in the cube as well.
So I want to
It's got to originate from you though, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you could basically do 5 feet around you.
No, I don't think I want to do that then. So what I'm going to do...
Are they all goblins or those the dice here?
Yeah, the dice, yeah.
Has the exit been completely
There's-
obscured by the forest?
Basically, you know there was a door here that you came through and it closed. Like the tiling merged basically.
Can I have the pen?
Yeah.
I am going to cast... I'm going to cast Fog Cloud originating here.
So the area is obscured, is it?
Heavily obscured in a 20-foot radius.
Nice.
What does that mean for us?
Basically, it's very hard for things to see out and hard to see in.
So everything's got disadvantage basically
On
inside
ranged
the,
attacks.
in this inside the. No, even if you were standing in the fog, you'd have disadvantage on.
And
the
then
area
I'm
as
just
well.
going to run up to that guy.
Okay.
I think you're cutting off half of them with them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be me.
No.
Let me just quickly check Sacred Flame, but I believe that will be me.
Yeah, because I think you used your action. There's no bonus action cantrip. Well, there are, but not for
Yeah,
not an attacking one.
I'm just checking.
It's their go next. 10.
That's me done then.
Yeah. 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
It's the inside the tree.
Right, so these two are going to attack you, Dan, with scimitars. A 5 won't hit.
No,
Does a 17 hit?
just
Okay.
because I got basically try and block it with my shield, but he still manages to get through.
3 damage! Yay!
Ow. That's a quarter of my health
Oh.
at this stage.
Ouch.
Don't forget we're super low level. Stu.
Yeah.
That's why I only did 4.
Yeah.
Right, and these two, they'll stay in the cloud but sort of like poke their heads through the clouds, and they will short bow because well they can't see him. Does an 18 hit?
Yeah.
9 won't hit, so I'll get 1 hit.
That's close, though, isn't it?
9 is close though.
You take 7 piercing.
7!
Yeah.
I'm on 2
That's a
health.
lot of damage.
Ouch.
Oh shit.
Okay, that's their turn.
Oh shit. Okay.
You're next.
Fred, you next.
Okay. I'm gonna hide behind this tree. Like here. I'm
Yeah.
gonna hide in the tree.
Oh, okay. How are you hiding in the tree?
Ah!
I think he's climbing up it. Don't forget to actually have
Oh,
Climb
climb.
wall
speed
climb.
Yeah.
of 20 foot.
Okay,
Climb.
so you're climbing.
Try using
As you're
those-
climbing up, like I said, you do get that Play-Doh feel,
Ah,
but
weird.
you can dig your claws in quite easily. So instead of a normal tree, you're climbing this quite easily.
And healing word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll shout, so say, try using those spells you brag about. Just to both of them.
So healing word's bonus action.
I already have.
Why
Why do you think there's a massive fog cloud?
What song
I couldn't
will I
be the
use
environment.
for healing word?
I've never seen you do combat. No idea what you do.
I now need to.
Touched by an angel. Touched by an
I
angel.
don't know that one.
Where's the HP again? That's playing Eurythmics.
Oh.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, it's what's her name?
Alex and
Yeah, Alex, yeah.
Eurythmics is
Ah.
Yeah. Touched by an angel. It's very acousticy, not acousticy, like it's synthetic.
operatic.
Yeah.
Cool. I
Yeah.
will be sitting down and getting spell songs.
Yeah. So yeah.
As of yet undecided.
Okay.
unfortunately. You hear a tune.
Okay.
But yes, healing
So
word.
you roll 1d4 plus
Ba-dum,
your spell casting modifier.
ba-ba-dum, bum-ba-dum.
5.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh. What? Put your charisma's plus 5.
My charisma.
There's proficiency as well. isn't
Oh, that's my attack bonus. Sorry. Is it plus proficiency as well?
What's your spell casting stat is?
Charisma, which is 16, so it's just the plus 3.
it? No,
Yes.
it's plus 5 because you get you're proficient with your spell attacks, aren't you?
It's
It's not an attack.
No.
It's not a spell
Yeah.
attack. It's only this. It's only the
Oh, it's a
modifier.
DC.
So I gain 5.
No. So with the healing spells,
Oh,
you only get your
healing
healing
spells.
modifier.
Right.
Plus
You
your
only get
spell casting ability modifier, which would be
Yeah.
plus 3.
I thought it was casting attack and spell randomly. Sorry, that's my
No, that's-
misunderstanding.
I attack myself with my
That's
spell.
my-
That's your bonus action.
Bonus action.
Yeah, so you got your main action as well, so you can do a cantrip as your main action.
Cantrip, yeah.
Or you can do a ranged attack, but I don't think you have like a gun or a sling.
I ain't got nothing. I got a throw. I got a dagger.
You can throw
I
a dagger.
can throw a dagger. I'm not gonna throw my dagger.
Okay.
I can throw a dagger. I'm not going
I'm not
to.
gonna throw my dagger. It's the only pointy thing other than my claws that I've got. A claw hammer doesn't quite count. I'm just gonna serve stay in the tree because I'm safe up here.
Okay.
Fuck the lot of it.
Have you got like any attacking cantrips at all, like Vision Mocker or anything?
Minor illusion.
Did you not
Check
take
it with
vicious
them in a box.
mockery?
Vicious
No,
Mockery.
because I thought like a band man.
Yeah,
like
the vicious mockery. You can
No,
you do insults them magically.
he
Like
could.
your mama's so fat.
He could, but he's not a
You
comedian.
can insult hecklers.
He
If
could.
they heckle you.
But mage hand. I totally fucking could. Why would I
Oh
think
god,
of
mage
that?
hand a dagger. Because it can hold it, but
Yeah.
you would be doing the attack? No.
Because you
Mage,
sort of control
mage
it.
hand can't attack though.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it says on the spell.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Oh,
Yes. So.
That's such an old trick from 3.5
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
That's a classic.
I think
And
that's,
They took
I think
that
that's the
away.
reason why they stopped it.
Yeah. So
That
I do nothing at this
sucks.
point.
That's a
No.
classic for early levels.
Peacock.
Yeah.
So imagine
Because
if
all
I
all I
move
imagine
from
I
my
would be
position,
doing
they
with
would be able to
Mage
see
Hand
me
is
despite my
turning the
stealth being
volume
hiding
on,
behind
but-
anything.
Right now, yes, but you can only see their faces
Minor
poking through the
image.
fog, basically.
But I'm saying that me moving would just nullify the hide because I'm not hiding anymore.
It depends on how you move. Like if you stay in the same pace but shuffle around, you'll be fine, basically. But if you move 5 feet, then I'll have to ask you to roll stealth.
I'll be heading towards them, yeah.
Yeah,
If
so-
they see me. I will stay hidden
Yeah.
and throw a dagger at number 1.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, as I'm hidden, I should have an advantage on the attack.
Yeah.
down there, so I do get sneak attack bonus.
Yes.
But he's in hot, heavy fog.
No, but you can see his
His
face.
head sticking
Nice.
out.
Dude, there we go.
Stu said his
They,
head was
they have to, you have to
Yeah.
poke their heads out
There
to
we go.
fire at you.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
technically this is
yeah,
all happening
sorry.
at the same sort of
Yeah.
time
Yes,
scale.
sorry.
So plus
Cool.
6 to
Yeah.
attack. Advantage. A dirty 20.
Yeah, that hits number 1.
Need a D4. It's 20 feet increment, so
Yeah, but it's a D4 plus sneak attack, which is a D4.
yeah, D6.
Oh, D6
Yeah.
plus your whatever your proficiency and
No, sneak attack is just
no, but your the dagger
the
does
dagger that's
proficiency,
my
yeah.
my
Whatever the
attack
plus is.
bonus, which would be
Yeah.
plus 4.
Yeah, because it's Dex.
I think the only way you can't kill these is if you both roll a 1 because they've only got 7 HP. Yeah, they're dead.
He did.
Yeah, so
Don't forget to double the die.
that's 10 total. No, that's a crit. Sneak attack just is 1d6.
Oh yeah, because it wasn't a crit.
Yeah, he didn't roll a catch. So number 1, just as he falls over, he just disappears basically. There.
No, I'm not allowed to attack again, am I? I have to attack with a rapier, with dual wield master, and then attack with a short sword. I can't throw 2 daggers. That's the,
No.
Dual wielding only works in melee.
Yeah.
Basically, it has to be a melee attack.
So, do you want me to roll a stealth check to see if the other one noticed it?
You can roll a stealth check to hide again, is what you're saying, is it?
Because you come out of hiding to
I
trap.
can't
to throw the dagger.
take the. So I'm out of hiding with the throw dagger.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have cunning action yet, so I've used my action.
Okay.
Yes, I will stand behind the tree out of his line of sight. So
Okay.
the tree's blocking.
Oh gosh, damn it!
Top of the round.
What's the PHP gone?
Your turn, Z.
In the name of I've forgotten the name of my god, but I do know it. I'm going to
Is it Tiamat?
no.
Is it Moradin?
No.
Is it Lightning Person?
You'll find out. I'm going to smack number 2 over the head with my warhammer.
Okay.
I've got 1 dagger left because the other dagger's stuck in the goblin.
18.
Yeah, that hits.
Ding ding ding. Ding ding.
8 damage.
Yeah, number
Can
2
you
dead.
do bardic inspiration? Yes. You can do bardic inspiration.
D6 started again.
Yeah.
It's a bonus
That's
action, though,
that's
so-
my.
Yes, a number of times equal to.
You
Yeah, I
can
don't
use
see a
it.
point in using my bonus. So.
You can use it and heal yourself.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
The goblin's
equal
turn.
to one, at least one.
Number 4 will attack Z again.
Oh god.
Does an 18 hit then?
18.
Yeah.
Yes, but as a reaction, can he make a dex save, please?
Reaction. That is 11.
He just passes, so he takes half damage.
Yeah.
It's 8 plus your proficiency plus your spellcasting modifier, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing Challenge Divinity.
No, this isn't a channel divinity. This is just a reaction once per long rest for being Tempest Domain.
No.
Nice.
He takes 8 halved in thunder damage.
Now, is that before or after the attack?
Basically on hit.
So he does the damage.
Yeah, he still gets his damage.
And you do 4 damage back.
That is he takes 6.
I can use
Okay.
it 3 times a day.
Down to 3.
Currently.
I am bloodied.
Oof.
And then number 3, he only knows you were there, but you're in the tree, so he'll short bow at disadvantage.
Yeah.
They're both 9. Does
In the
13
name of Grumesh.
13.
Sorry, there we go. I found the name.
Sorry, 13.
You take 4 piercing.
4
3.
You alright?
Yeah, down to 3 now.
That's the goblin's turn. We're back to
I'm
Fred.
gonna check the light on you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Fred's turn.
Oh, me, shitballs.
What time do you want to stop? You said you.
Like 10:30's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going about that. That's fine.
I don't know what I can do
No,
here.
remember they said it was a gauntlet.
What gauntlet?
They said this was a gauntlet.
So this is just floor 1.
This is round one. That's why the healing potions make them clutch.
I need a long rest to get my spells back as well. So I've used one of them already.
That's why having a damage cantrip is
Oh
a good idea.
yeah, it is. But that's why it's so brilliant.
Yeah.
Um,
trying to distract them.
Yeah, I start doing the typical light show that I would be doing with my minor illusion on a stage.
Roll performance.
Okay. This I can do.
Where's the illusion going?
Here.
Yeah. Okay.
What's is you making a small one of yourself, are you?
Sorry? No, I'm making it look like my normal stage show.
So it's like flashing lights and disco balls
Oof.
and
No
and
disco balls.
or fireworks.
Rocking thing, yeah. But yes, performance. Performance is +5. 10.
The goblins notice. That's correct.
Shit. On a fucking 5, this is what I do.
Peacock.
Oh, it was a spell.
I'm not hitting
It's 5
anymore,
either way.
so I'll move up to this fella here.
Yeah, it's a 3.
So
is it?
5, 10,
10, 15,
20,
Yeah.
and rapier short sword.
Okay.
Oh shit. Yeah, kill him!
Wait, I'm trying to check to see if I have to connect with my first attack for the door.
I think it's if you attack
It's just attack.
and then you use your bonus action to use your offhand.
Yeah! Go on!
2 weapon fighting.
Is it the fighting style or the feat?
It's my feet gives me 2 weapon fighting.
Oh, right,
It's my
okay.
if I attack with my main hand weapon, I can use
Yeah.
it light.
Yeah.
Even if it's not light, I can do it. Where's it going? That's not spellcasted.
Feats you're looking
2
for.
weapon fighting. When you take the attack action, attack with a light melee weapon, which makes my rapier isn't usually light, but Dog Will Master makes it light. You can use a bonus action attack, so it's an action bonus.
So
action.
it doesn't matter if you miss or not. You still do the attack.
Yeah, I'll just roll 2 d20s.
Yeah, you just need to attack.
Ooh, that's an 11.
Which
Are you at
miss.
disadvantage?
No, this is 2.
Two. You don't. They both got to
I didn't
damage.
do it in order.
Okay.
I got a dirty 20 and an 11.
Right. I'll throw a bardic inspiration with the song I'm singing. Hammer to fall. He hit someone with a hammer.
So yeah, I didn't do that properly. So what you're saying is here?
Reroll again, both of them. And do them one at a time.
Okay. You've got a d6.
So this is the
one.
rapier first, and then the
One
offhand
roll.
short sword.
Yeah.
That's 12.
Yeah, miss.
Before you say,
Hmm.
that's when he needs to
Yeah.
decide if he uses
So,
spells.
bardic inspiration is his reaction, is it, or
I think actually technically it's
Bardic
a
inspiration
bonus
is an action,
on
and
the
you and the
bonus.
person
It's a bonus action.
bonus.
and the person gets to decide when they roll the
Yeah.
d6 before the roll.
Yeah, before
so
the
you
outcome.
you're not on your turn,
No,
therefore
no,
you can't
it's-
use your bonus action.
It's before they roll. They get a d6 that they can then use to roll with an attack roll or skill check.
That's a 17 for the short
Yeah,
sword.
okay.
That hits
It says specifically I don't add my
proficiency.
The
my
creature
attack
can
bonus
wait
to
until
the-
after
Okay.
it
plus
rolls
four.
the d20
Okay.
So it's
before
just a
deciding to use
D6.
the inspiration die,
and I'm not
but
getting
must decide
sneak
before
attack,
the DM says whether the roll succeeds or fails.
Okay, there we go.
4 damage.
So that's number 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like shit.
Good.
Wait, is it number 4? Oh, number 4's dead.
Number 3.
No, number 4 is there.
Number 2 died.
No,
Did number 4
I
take
didn't-
back your divine whatever it
Yeah,
was?
we took 4 thunder damage.
I thought you took 8.
Halve. And then halve it, I said.
Oh.
Ah.
So yeah, so he's still alive. Great. So that's Peacock's turn, is it? Top of the round, Z.
Smash in the name of
He said
Smash
it.
in the name of Grumesh.
What you know, he forgot the full checking.
So new character. Relearning names is hard for me. I'm bad enough at it in real life. That's a something.
18 plus. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 18 plus
you
something.
hit. You hit.
Your character sheet, yeah.
What's his sigil? Grimash's.
Something.
Don't know yet.
It's 11 damage.
Oh yeah, he's dead. He explodes.
So did you.
That's me using it one-handed. Wait till I use it two-handed.
Yeah. So Goblin's turn.
Is it bonus action to chug a potion?
Yes.
I'll chug my potion
Okay.
then. don't use my
Goblin will short sword. Scimitar. Peacock.
7, so up to 10.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Oh. Oops.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
You take 10 slashing
That's
damage.
exactly my HP.
Oh! You put him down! Ah! He's down! Shit!
On the top of my drum, so on the drum bed, is an unblinking eye.
Ooh, nice.
Hence why my eyes are always
Does
white.
it blink when it...
No,
Okay.
it just never blinks.
Does it wink at you?
blink when you hit it.
It never. It's basically just an eye.
That's
always
the
looking.
Goblin's turn. It's Fred's turn.
Shit! He's down! Fuck! Go help him! I got fuck all. I could walk up to you and heal you, I guess. But...
No bonus action. Healing word is 30 feet range.
Oh shit, boy.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not.
It's a
killed.
range.
Not a
Touch,
heal
not
spell.
No.
Oh, I understood it was touch.
So you could
That
use
is
it.
even in there.
Yeah, it's broken.
Holy
It's-
shit balls, 60-foot range. Okay, that's really good. I need more spell slots. I
Yeah.
need a Derek special.
Use
And
it.
that's metagaming. Shit.
I think that's not going to happen.
Oh, bullshit.
We're going complete vanilla.
Yeah.
We're going complete vanilla this time.
Oh.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Different field, different start,
Nice.
and you all want to start at level 1. I
Oh,
won't give you.
wow.
I've taken maybe 30 damage total on my other character. She took 1/3 of that
Ow.
with the first session for Goblin.
Goblins are deadly, man.
Well, that was a crit.
Climb down 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit him.
With a dagger, yeah.
No, with the hammer.
Oh, with a
Pick
hammer.
my hammer
Okay.
up. Clunk.
Yeah.
He's got my smaller hammer, basically.
This is plus strength, right?
It's strength plus proficiency
Cool.
if you're
Oh,
proficient
plus
with
proficient. I'm proficient with it, so it's plus fucking 2.
it. So
Woohoo!
so it's strength plus your
Oh,
So it's
proficiency.
plus 2.
No.
6.
Yeah, no.
Can't bad against Brian myself, can I?
It's only eyes.
Yeah, it is.
There's only particular.
Ah! Ew,
class-
shit, I missed him!
So it's Peacock's turn.
Yeah.
Death saving
Sorry.
throw.
I'm done.
That's a pass.
Okay.
Yay. Okay.
Your
It's
turn,
also
Z.
fun not to look.
Zernak will go 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm just going to dismiss the cloud 25.
You can kind of see him because you're standing right on top of him.
No, I'm dismissing the cloud.
Oh, alright, okay.
And what I am going to do is, what's it called? Where's my phone gone? I don't know any of my stuff off the top of my head. And I am going to spare the dying on boss.
Nice.
Okay.
So you are so you stabilise. You're no longer taking death saving throws. You're at 0.
Is that
HP,
bonus
so-
action? That's action, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
It's
action.
only bonus action if you're grave, isn't it?
Do I want to do? Can I do anything as bonus? I don't think I
Nothing
can.
yet, level 1,
Um,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Healing word as
I
a
mean,
cleric.
I get rid of all successes. or
No, I
failures.
want to
Yeah,
save
yeah.
healing word for if we need it.
And
Okay.
you don't roll them either anymore. At this point.
Yeah, that's me done.
Goblin's turn. He's gonna hit the big person because
The big scary one.
yeah.
No! Big shank!
Does 16 hit?
No, I block it with my shield.
Oh, okay. That's his turn.
You're falling really high.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's +4, and I've been getting above
Plus
10.
4.
Yeah.
Hit him again.
They're only quarter challenge rating. They're like the
Yeah,
lowest.
exactly,
They're
yeah.
the lowest rating.
Yeah.
But a crit at this level just means like.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what's so good about it.
Um,
I'm gonna try and clonk him on the head again.
Fred, yeah. Is it?
12.
No.
It got better though. Oh! Oh! Oh, okay. I'm gonna get the hang of this.
Peacock, you're stabilised,
I'm
but
totally the
you're only
Samwise
0
of the group,
HP.
and I.
So that goes through your turn. Z.
Smash. 24 to hit. No, 23 to hit.
Yeah, I'm sure this is dead.
4 damage.
Yeah, it's dead.
Oh,
And the last one sort of disappears, and then as it disappears, so does the surrounding area. So it goes back to the square, like white room.
Would you be smart enough to search my person?
I would.
No wisdom.
I don't have a
that would be
healing
not
skin, so I can't
intelligence.
pick you. So I can't get you above HP.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wisdom.
but I've got 2 healing potions on my person.
Oh, you didn't tell us that you do.
No, I didn't tell you, so you have to
Yeah.
decide if your character would search me or not.
Wisdom might say yes.
I'm gonna say, roll wisdom.
Yeah.
What medicine?
4. No, 3.
You can do normal. You
Six.
can do normal cleric things like medicine check.
Yeah, you need a
6.
healing kit to actually restore HP.
Yeah.
I thought on a nat 20 it just goes up to 1. No, okay.
6.
You can do a healing. You can do a medicine check without a healing kit to stabilize someone.
If you roll an extra 20 to death save, you can come with 1 HP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. There you go.
6.
I guess I would healing word here. Because Peacock, he's not waking up.
He's not. He's always got some.
Wake up!
You come back with 2 HP.
Hey!
Ooh.
That's literally my healing word. It's me shouting at you.
Wake up! Did you brush your teeth this morning?
Yes, I did. I always do. Every
It
morning.
must just be Goliath's. Oh, that was a rush.
I literally show you my sparkling white teeth as I go.
Dashing.
See, I know someone appreciates good stuff.
I'm going to drink one of my healing potions.
Are these mine? Yeah, they are. I remember now from my healing potion.
Ow. I've got a third of my health left.
Like, my character's not a pussy.
No, but
I think you're standing up there.
Okay, 6 HP. Not quite full. And 8. Oh, well, good job, men.
considering we did all the work, yeah.
I go up to the goblin who has my dagger in its face.
Oh no, everything's disappeared.
Oh, okay.
So the
floor.
dagger's just on the floor.
Is it bloodied?
And no blood.
Ooh.
I did that. Take my dagger.
Well, there's nothing there.
Exactly.
Right. There you go. The door opens over there and Derek goes, "Oh, that was fine." I mean,
Oh, that small one had a mean swing.
yeah, sure. I mean,
Smash!
yeah, you can go to the next room if you like.
Onwards!
Or we could not.
I'm already down. I'm already
What,
down.
what does the queen expect us to do?
Live.
Yeah, through how many tests?
As many as
I'm waiting on the next
I
floor.
am I am satisfied with.
Oh, are you satisfied yet?
No.
I'm already on the next floor waiting.
How about now?
That wasn't really a good effort, was it?
They're all gone, aren't they?
Yeah, but the door's open, there's another room. Oh, so exciting! Oh! Where's my microphone?
Time to smash!
As he thought within his head,
Onwards into the breach, I guess.
he walketh on, or if he moves, will he fall?
So, let me just. Do you have a wipey
Yes,
wipes?
there should be some yellow wipes for that.
I won't need the wipes as long as I'm politically correct.
What?
I mean, I won't have to drive. No, I'm just gonna stop talking.
What?
You might need the wipes.
This will be politically correct. Clean up.
So the rooms stay the same size. So as long as I keep the
Outlines.
guidelines, it's fine.
You do need to dry it.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Totally failed my grab test. Retard.
Retard grab.
There you go. Right, okay. So are you all in the next room?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We'll say yet again you walk in, the door closes behind you.
Zornak. This time stay close. Hey, buddy.
Smash!
Ow.
Smash and protect.
Ow.
Smash!
This time,
I shout at your face, you wake up. It's
while
good enough.
Derek's furiously typing, the room turns into what appears to be a small cave. In the centre of the room there looks to be some sort of campfire, and then a number of crates.
Crates. Oh.
Oh no, that was still wet. Oh well, never mind. Number of crates. These are crates. Good enough.
Are they having a great time?
Yeah, they're good enough for you. They're good enough for you. They're good enough for you. There we go. So,
Well, this worked last time. I'm gonna hide behind the crate.
alright, okay, so roll stealth.
One jump ahead of the bread line.
17.
Yeah,
Two
okay, so
swings
which crate are
ahead
you
of the
behind?
sword.
The double
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
Give me a beat. Give me a beat.
The crates are about 4
Wait,
to 5 foot.
it's actually going
So
to
if you stand up, you can just see above your chin, basically.
I'm 5'11", right?
I
Yeah.
know.
11 inches.
So okay, so your shoulders, basically.
I wandered to this crate and open it.
Right, okay, you've probably got 20 seconds to do that. Inside, there just seems to be food, like perishables.
Anything that can heal me.
Uh,
At this point.
there's cured
Eat pixels.
cured meats, cans of
Oh.
things.
Eat.
Sure, we can heal 1 HP.
Whoop. That puts me just above a third of my health.
They actually work.
The DM gives you pity points.
Thank you.
You Skyrimmed it.
I accept.
Cheese!
Yeah. 7
Alexa, eat all the cheese.
7 million blocks of cheese. That's why I have them. Oh no, there's a dragon. I'm dying. Bugger. Pause.
When's
Cheese.
There was
cheese,
four
cheese.
orange dice. Where did I put them?
You had them last. As
I
far
got
as
2
I
here.
know. Oh, wait.
Okay. So this time, what visibly appears.
Oh shit.
Are 4 kobolds.
Oh fuck. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
They're also dexterous. Darn it.
I doubt.
Time to-
Ah! Fuck! Yeah! Yeah, initiative.
Yeah, roll initiative.
Oh, bitchin'! Not 20!
I think better than a 3. I rolled you last time. Watermelon.
Dan.
11.
Oh, it's a 6. It's double.
Can you get in places?
It's like me last time.
And
Hit it! Not 20.
No.
Bitchin'.
Plus.
Not 20.
Yeah, it's 11. Plus 11. We've got the same score for a lot
Yes,
of
we
things.
do. We bounced.
Yeah, best friends
You hit
forever.
them. I just sort of try and charm them a little bit.
So yeah, Fred, you go
you
first.
just stab them. Who, sorry?
Fred, you go first.
Me. Ah, fuck! Tash has hit his last laughter. Number 4.
Okay.
Uh,
You
It
just have to
rolls
take
a
that
wisdom,
into-
is it?
It's the best one. 13 to beat wisdom, I think it is. Double check it.
I just rolled a 15. I don't.
Oh.
That's not including. Oh, it was a wisdom. it's-
Tasha's hideous is.
Oh, it's -2, so it is 13. But so still passes.
Yeah, wisdom on it, pass it.
Okay,
Yeah.
it still passes.
Bugger. Never mind
Level
that.
1 DCs.
All my spells.
It's their turn.
Yeah, of course it is. Oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Well, 5, 10, 15.
You run into a wall.
Which one did you try to hit? This one.
Yeah, 4. Oh, bollocks.
And did they perceive my 17?
No, they did not.
Help.
Number 4 will attack you. Yeah, that's gonna miss. That's 10.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then
Bounces off the armor.
16 hit you, Dan.
Nope, bounces off the shield.
He rolled a 10 against you.
Oh, that's good.
And then the other 2 will range. Oh wait, yeah, it's fine. Does a 14 hit you, Fred? Oh, actually, technically they can't see you from there.
Okay.
So does a 14 hit you, Dan?
Nope, bounces off the armor.
Tink.
Does a 22 hit?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah!
That hits.
I ain't no wick!
That hits for days.
You take 3 damage.
Nope, I am going to use my Goliath's reaction to reduce the damage by a d12 plus my con mod.
Oh, so yeah, you take no damage because it's 3 damage.
You con mod +4, so.
Yeah.
You said 3 damage?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I would take 3 damage if
Oh,
I
okay.
Oh,
What do you think I said?
I thought you said 6.
Oh no, half that. Yogozi.
Good. Zonak smash! Zonak may not smash! 9!
Yeah, I know.
yeah, no.
Yeah, that's Zonak turn.
Wait, where am I? P. So peacock.
Ooh.
This is about 5, 10, 15. Stab, stab.
Yeah, okay.
Get sneak attacks within 5 feet.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll roll them separate this time, Aiden. Rapier hit, please. 12 plus 6, 18.
Yeah. That's.
That's a D8.
They are tiny. What is your attack bonus?
Plus 6.
Oh, so you do 6 damage regardless.
No. Oh, plus 4.
Plus 4 for dex.
Oh, so even if you roll a 1, it's dead. It's only got 5 HP.
Oh shit.
Oh.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, 3 dead.
Overkill!
Well, no, just exactsies.
Yeah.
So-
well, it's
But you can use your bonus action now to move and hit something else, can't
Yeah.
you?
I won't be able to get in range.
Well,
Actually, I can. Yeah,
you did 10.
No, 15.
No.
5, 10, 15 is in 5.
Oh, yeah, there you go. So 1.
It yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
18.
Yeah.
I don't add my plus 4 there.
Oh, okay. So what is it? D6.
D6.
So you need to roll a 5 or 6. You got
2.
Oh. Well, you're doing most of the work.
Yeah, good.
You're doing.
Keep it up.
Yeah, keep.
I smashed 3 of them in the last week.
Kill count 0.
Top of the round, Fred.
You got a chance, he's right there.
I have. No, I'm gonna just have a. Yeah, I'm too. No, they're too shiny. I don't want it. Oh, bitchin'! Yeah! 20, dirty.
Yeah, hits.
Bitchin', that's D4 damage.
Plus 2, is it?
This is bludgeoning damage.
No.
Plus 2 still.
Is it your proficiency?
Oh,
Or is it
so-
your
No,
strength?
he's got 0
I
strength.
got 0
Oh.
strength.
It's just flat.
Oh.
It's flat.
Okay. Sure.
It's another sand. Stu, it's another sand.
Oh shit. Oh, I lost it.
You're going to need something that's damage.
D3.
A D4.
3 against 4.
D4
It's-
on
he's
on
using
a
a
light
light
hammer.
dagger.
Light hammer.
Like
Yeah.
It's a simple weapon. Like I said, I've got a big weapon.
Oh,
I've got a big
It's
hammer.
literally like a carpenter's helmet. isn't it?
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
That's
I,
their turn.
like I said,
Claw
I've got.
hammer,
I've
as
got
I've said, it's a claw hammer.
on my back, I've
Yeah.
got a massive hammer and also a smaller one, which is like his one, except mine's got
Claw
the symbol
hammer.
of my god on it.
One will attack Peacock.
Bonk on the head.
Does a
Go
17,
away!
17 hit?
Yes, 17 hits.
Where's my D4?
So bronze so high.
Yeah.
I've got 17 AC.
You take 3.
16 AC. 3, okay. 5 HP.
And then 4 will attack Freddy.
Oh,
Does a 17 hit?
yeah. I want to say no.
Does take 4 damage?
I'm on 0.
No.
Ah!
And then we will. Number 2 will sling Z. Does a 17 hit?
Just.
Okay.
He's going really well, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
I could start rolling in front of you if you want.
No.
Um,
It's like
That's the best
4.
bit. Yeah.
I'll take that 4.
you're like getting revenge out of all the things that
True
we're.
enough.
To be honest, this is like the goblins took a lot out of you. So these
It's also 4 quarter CRs is 1 CR, which is quite high.
no,
to do
no, these are 8.
It's 8.
What these 8?
Uh,
So it's a half. Yeah.
yeah, no, but still, to do both
Low
one
ranking.
after the other is quite harsh
Yeah.
on the low level party.
That's fine.
That's
But that's the
the
level,
challenge
yeah.
of a low level
Yeah,
party.
I know.
Yeah.
I love a good
It's
level.
harsh.
It's just level 1, level 2. He gets the level 2 spell and an extra level 3 another slot.
I also get more spell
Yeah.
slots, yeah.
Um,
I
I can
So,
disengage
Z.
that as a bonus action.
10, 15, 20. Smash! Yeah! 15!
Hits.
Smashy smash! Yeah! 9!
It's dead.
Wow.
And then I'll use my final movement to go there. Hit him, boss!
Got a range of sneak attack.
Peacock.
Move the flank.
Yeah.
Do you do flanking rules?
I allow you to sneak attack, but you won't have advantage.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, sneak attack.
So
It's-
flanking-
because he's within 5 feet.
Yeah. So flanking, I don't like flanking.
Okay.
The only reason I will allow flanking is if you attach a story element to it, like you're actively working together to pin something down.
Because there's feats
Like-
that work to
Like someone's
make-
grappling
yeah.
it and you're like.
You don't even have to grapple it. Like if you told me,
I've trained my life.
no,
for a
like
reason.
I smashed my hammer against my shield to try and get his attention type thing.
yeah. So would you the two of you role play together how you would flank it.
But at the moment, all I did was go, you get him, boss.
So from now on, I'll say technically flanking, but I want you to role play it
Give
essentially.
me a reason.
Give me a reason to give it to you.
6 plus 6, 12.
That just hits.
Oh,
They've got
nice.
12 AC.
Oh, I did it.
It's the D8 again, so.
Just roll it. Like I didn't let you roll it last time. It seemed quite sad.
9.
Yeah, that explodes.
Nice. Dead.
That
There's still one
was
over here. Number 1.
Yeah, I can't throw my dagger.
number 1. Number
Number
4.
That's
Oh,
as
number-
bonus.
Number 4 is still alive.
Yeah, it's on 2 HP.
I've seen
Oh, no
I've
way.
seen them
Yeah.
use range attacks, so I'm going to go 5. I use 5 feet of movement, so
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, hide behind the box.
Okay.
Not obviously, I can't do hard action.
Freddy, roll a save.
Do you want to see it?
Yes, I'll go
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
No, everyone else?
I should see it.
Yeah.
Oh no, actually,
It's only one.
don't know. Hide it.
Sorry?
Hide it.
Yeah? From
Okay.
you as well? Oh.
Oh, from everyone.
Well, it's either we go to a separate room and roll
But,
it.
well, you can look and see.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine.
Okay.
Just hide it.
Oh, fuck.
I will trust you.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the Cobot's turn. It will go here and try and sling Z. Oh no. Nat 20?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, of course that's going to
Oh,
hit me.
man,
It's
alive.
only a D4 for the sling, though.
Yeah.
So-
Oh, 4 damage. So I got a 1, but it doubles
The
to 2.
action, I'm going to use my thing to reduce damage by 1d12 plus 4.
Oh, so you
Yeah.
take none.
Yeah, because I'm on 3 HP.
Leaves you on
That
three.
is
That's my last action.
that's its turn.
Stone's endurance. Or something.
Yeah.
Z's go.
And those are my 2 once per day reactions. Smash!
Smash.
I ain't smashing! 9.
No. I zoned out for a second. Peacock.
I'm only getting 20 feet for this. 5, 10, 15, 20.
You're there, aren't you? No, now you're definitely there.
No, I'm not. It's 25, 30.
Oh, okay. So you throw a dagger here.
Throw a dagger.
Okay.
That's a 14.
Yeah, it's.
So it's sneak attack as well.
Oh yeah, so
Dead.
it's dead.
It's
But
a
do you want to
D-
roll it?
It's a D4 plus 4. Shit.
Yeah, so it is dead. But if you want to roll it, it's up to you.
Very dead.
9 damage.
How does it die?
Dagger in the eye.
Oh, good head.
So as you go to throw it, it's very sudden. Like it just goes whoop, and it goes like there's no like fanfare to it. It's like going through butter.
I didn't know it was him going down, so I'm just like, look, see, I told you I did it.
And
Ready? I move
as he
the
starts to fall backwards, then he'll disappear basically, and then
I catch the dagger.
Oh yeah, so yeah, you're holding the dagger.
It was.
Thank you, Where's Freddy?
The room-
I move around down.
No, the room will disappear now, and then you'll see him on the ground.
Oh, what's he got
Spare the
himself
dying.
into? No, don't bother.
No, spare the dying. He stabilizes on 0 HP. It's a cantrip. Might as well get him onto 0.
I swear, all he does is rip me off. All he does is rip me off, and I go over to him.
Rip you off how? Does he, you know?
What?
Where are you going?
What?
No, he takes my money.
What?
That's the first time we've used rip me off like that before.
You good? You give me share. He doesn't give me share. I tolerate. Not very well.
I'm on 0 and I'm not.
I like how you the more angry you get, the more you talk like it's like me you, yeah. Me.
Everyone's got a 0 back inside them.
Do you want to roll 2d4 or
next,
do I roll 2d4?
You're the Persian
You're the one
healer.
putting it down my throat.
Yeah, so you roll technically if you want.
Everyone's got a 0
Seven.
back inside them. Whether they do or not, they like it.
Right, as the room disappears,
Ow.
I'm tired.
Oh,
I need
God.
sleep.
Yeah.
Darren.
It's only been 2 rooms.
Even so, I want to kick.
I don't fight much.
Mr. Robot Man, may we just
Have a quick recuperate.
sit down for a while? Is that in the rule book? Are we allowed to do that?
There's nothing against the rules. I would be slightly disappointed,
Excuse me.
but I'll short rest is fine.
Just to catch our breath.
No,
is
no,
it?
long rest. I need 8 hours.
No.
I want to sleep.
We can do this.
Yeah, short rest. Yeah, fine.
Third
Just
room.
need a breather.
That feels like an achievement. Doesn't it feel like an achievement?
No.
We may get paid more money for
I
this.
feel like shit.
Yes, but after this little sit down, you might be all right.
Freddie, think of money. Think of woman.
Don't
Money.
The more money we have, the more nice establishments I can get you to. Therefore, the more money you make in the long run.
Sure, whatever.
Do you want a reputation?
Oh god.
Think you would be Queen's best man.
What?
No.
The DM just goes, what?
I'd be Queen's best man. He'd be the person that helped Queen's best man.
That sounds
I'm thinking, what? What do I want?
So have some food and some water.
Ow.
Yeah. What does Zornak get out to eat?
Is a hit die? It's just the die, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
Die plus your con.
con.
It's plus con, is it?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think. What
I'm
would
not gonna
Zornak be
waste
eating
it
on his
myself,
long rest?
mine.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah,
I think
rolled
what I
fine
would be
now.
doing is playing my drums during our short rest. That's what I'm going to be doing.
Nice.
Playing the drums during the short
If
rest.
you had 13 charisma, you get inspiring leader later on.
I thought about taking that.
Yeah, I'm not getting that
Not yet.
at all.
Yeah.
My charisma score is
Because
8.
you're above 13, aren't you?
My charisma score is 8. No, that ain't happening.
Because I'm out of potions now. All 4's gone. I broke his one.
Yes, you did.
Kept 2 for myself, and you had 1.
One back up to 10.
Oh, I got 2 plus 2, so 4.
I'm on 7 of 9. I'm not.
I'm up to 9, which is 1 HP off.
Nice.
Well, considering I'm on 3 and I've used everything that I can to prevent damage,
Yeah. God, yeah.
I used my spell to heal him.
Hey, let's be honest, right? Yeah. Every time only one of us has rolled good initiative, and he's rolled initiative good twice.
Yeah, true enough. Iron Man, we're ready for
We'll have a short rest.
one.
And then...
Yeah, short rest.
Okay. Ow.
Right. Should we say one more? One more, depending how well this one goes.
Yeah.
Feeling better, time to smash!
Feeling good?
Yeah, time to smash!
Why does it not have the experience down?
Isn't this a bit different from norm? Is it not give you a
I-
bit of fire?
I'd rather be on stage. Give me more of a buzz.
I can give you Buzz later.
I don't want a buzz from you.
He passes a substance to you.
Have you done this to me before?
Huh?
Have you done that before?
Are you
Yeah.
spending your hard-earned money on drugs?
No,
What
I
is
got
it?
it from the herbal store.
What is it?
Well, from Martha.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Fair dues. She's a lovely lady.
What is it?
Good stuff.
What is it?
Try good stuff.
It's probably one of Martha's concoctions. It's probably just, you
For
know.
the sakes and purposes, it's one of her special herbal teas.
Nice.
I just have it as the powder though. He doesn't understand how to make tea.
Or just give me the tea leaves.
You need to water the.
Lovely.
You know your teeth are all black now, right?
I presumed it was like a herbal tea.
Yeah,
but
if
tea
you're
leaves.
tea leaves, you're
Tea
stuck
leaves,
in your
yeah.
tea.
Okay. Okay. Right, okay.
Where do you think he takes so long brushing his teeth every morning?
Right, you get to the last room.
Uh-oh. Oh, yay. Well, hey. We don't know that. He hasn't said it.
He hasn't said that
No.
in the last room.
Uh-oh.
That's not what I said. Sure, yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Derek didn't.
No.
So we've no idea for the last room.
Oh, God.
So as you enter the last room, things start to destruct again. This time it's, I'm gonna say forest again, but it has a feeling to it.
Okay,
Ooh, what a feeling.
Like the trees sparkle more.
Dancing in the woods.
You hear laughing in the background.
This is a little bit creepy.
It's,
Spooky skeletons. And shivering
I don't think I've
devils.
ever been in a place like this before.
This is a bit freaky.
It looks like my tattoos.
Honestly, the decor matches me
It's like
perfectly.
crystals.
Yeah, you're right.
How well would my peacock cloak, like, sort of just, well, my peacock coat, just blend in with the surroundings of this place? Is it the same sort of vibrant colours?
I wouldn't say you blend in because of the blues,
Yeah.
but the greens and the golds do lend quite nicely to the setting. So you don't completely blend in, but like if you hide, it's a little bit easier. But I wouldn't say it'd give you an advantage or
Yeah.
anything.
Okay.
It's just a little easier.
Have you noticed that before, every time I've hidden behind something and I've never been attacked straight off the bat? Just a suggestion for you. He's how do I put it? Large.
Yeah, sure.
He's headstrong.
Not getting any sleep. Getting any sleep.
You keep threatening that, but I don't see any results.
One day. One day.
You won't see the results either. Out of character, that is.
You're not smart enough for that whip.
Yeah, no, that's why I said out of character. Out of character, you wouldn't see the results anyway, would you?
One fucking.
Can I have a different colour, please?
No.
Yeah.
I'm hiding behind a tree. Are you going to take my advice? Or
I'm gonna hide in the tree.
You're going to hide in the
So after 20 seconds of feverishly,
It does make sense you're a cat, so.
from this tree, a satyr jumps down.
Ah! Fuck! Shit! Climb the tree.
You knocked over Zarnok. Is it Zarnok or Zornok?
Zornak.
Zornak.
Zonak.
Zornak.
Zorn.
Zornak.
And the satyr goes, "You ready for a fun time?"
He is!
Stabby, stabby. Roll initiative.
Is fun time the same thing that I'm thinking of?
Was it Flint?
Is this the same fun time I'm thinking of?
Jules, yeah, sorry.
I ask him.
That's better. You got nothing that three.
I ask him, is it the same fun time I'm thinking of?
He doesn't reply to this.
Okay.
He can't do fuck all with it though.
Clawhammer.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a warhammer. I do.
No, I
No,
said
claw,
clawhammer.
yeah,
Dan?
claw.
17.
Oh god, I might run out of room here.
This is-
Not 20.
Let me rewrite this.
Okay.
How does it make you feel that, like, if you rolled that on guard?
On the other one,
like
that was
27.
fucking amazing. Yeah, I know. Like broken shit. Oh man, take alert next.
And Peacock?
Plus five.
16.
Plus 5.
Need some sort of bonus.
Yeah, I want to go for this. Fuck you guys.
It's good if you get first, so you can buy like inspiration.
Exactly.
You
Oh
can-
no, I mean with him.
You can still do
Yes.
that.
Bardic
Wait, have
inspiration.
you used your one for today?
I've used. I can use it 3 times per day.
Is it short rest or long rest?
That's the good question. Short or long?
I wouldn't know. off the top of
No,
my head.
yeah.
If you're a wizard, you'd have you get your spell back as well, so I
Yeah.
keep recovering.
Fred, it's your turn first.
Cool. Just having a quick.
It's all an axe smash.
Long.
Long.
So I've used my 1. I've got 2 left because it's equal to your charisma mod. Minimum of 1. So, charisma 16. Oh, plus 3. Yay! I'm useful. I'm gonna just start a bardic inspiration on you.
So bonus action,
It's
that's
all
main
an
action.
smash.
Smack him!
I'm up a tree.
Climb down, smack him!
No, I might die. I stay here.
Do you know what would be really useful right now? Vicious mockery.
I would. You're right. But I'm gonna make it feel even better. I'm gonna do minor illusions on him to make him look really fucking cool.
Roll performance.
Oh yes.
What exactly are you doing to me?
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
You notice the satyr has a
I believe these illusions are veil.
the satyr has some hip thrusting movements, so he seems to be enjoying the scene.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to have.
Okay.
Distractions.
Okay, Z.
Advantage, right?
Smack.
You
No.
got you got a D6 before he says what the result is.
So an
if
action
if
hit.
you want to.
20, does that hit?
Oh
You
yeah.
only need that D6. And it lasts, you've got to use it within 10 minutes.
I mean that's
Like forever.
No,
Yeah.
he's going to keep
100
using his
rounds of
shield.
combat.
He understands combat enough to use the shield and not to use the hammer two-handed.
Mhm.
That is 10 bludgeoning.
okay.
Ouch. Good hit.
And that's me done. Because I have no bonus action.
Peacock's turn.
Yeah.
So I thought that's shouting to the Zorna, kick him in the nuts, but no, I'm not going to do that. 5, 10, 15, 20,
I already smacked him in the nuts with the hammer.
25. Stop!
Okay. You have advantage, therefore you have. Oh no,
I don't have advantage.
you have sneak attack because
He's within 5 feet.
Yeah.
Hit. That's a natural 18.
yeah.
Nice.
That's 24.
Don't forget your sneak attack now.
So that's 13 damage.
Ooh.
Good hit.
Sneak attack's only one spell
Yeah.
attack, so
Oh, yeah.
I can't do it again. The short sword poke,
Yeah.
natural 20.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, 2.
Oh, fuck.
2.
Yeah.
Hump.
And then I'll move 5 feet just to be behind him slightly. So if he just runs away, I'll get an opportunity. A lot more directions.
Oh,
What you can do is move over and 5 feet off one of us and give us the help action to give us advantage on the attack.
Oh, yeah.
Does a 24 hit you, Peacock?
I think that hits all of us.
24 does indeed hit me.
You take 1 piercing damage, and you must roll a Constitution saving throw.
Is it a charm effect? No, it's constitution. It won't be charm.
No. It's a poison effect.
Constitution save is +2. That's a 12.
You are fine. And as you look around, you notice a little sprite in the tree over here with the little bow.
Oh,
Yeah.
a Cupid, though. Cupid's still.
Yeah, he was invisible.
Right.
Yeah. Can he? No, he can't. That's a shame. Although he does know the current emotional state of all creatures in the area, so he's laughing.
The sprite is.
Yeah.
Wow.
The satyr will. The person that did the most damage was Peacock, so he will ram you. Does a 15 hit?
No.
Oh, okay.
16 armor class because of dual wield.
Yeah, so that's the satyr's turn. Top of the round, Frank.
I'll sort of like feint backwards.
Yeah, let's just say there's a lot of thrusting going around with the satyr, and you are actively avoiding him. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna whip him.
Oh, the sprite.
13?
No,
Oh shit.
he's
Five.
he's tiny, so
small,
yeah.
I thought, yeah. Go.
Yeah. Z.
Zonax Smash!
Not this time.
Not this time.
I've used it twice so far.
Well, remember you've got D6 if you think it's too low.
What have you got?
I'm just trying to do math. This would a 12 even that out of the kind of max there? Yeah, no, I ain't hitting.
Yes, if,
You're not
what are you
using
rolling?
D6?
No, even with the D6, I would need to get 6 to even get close to
You
being
think?
able to get
Four.
above the 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I rolled
Okay.
bad.
Yeah, alright. Yeah.
That was Peacock's turn.
No, bonus action.
No.
Smash my hammer against my shield. Over here, you scrumpy satyr!
Okay.
Ah, you clumsy cunt.
The flourish power.
Right. Yeah, I'll say this is advantage now because
I'm trying to get him to attack me more than anything.
actually roll performance.
13.
Yeah, he's distracted.
Nice.
Which have to be fair with him not to be.
Natural 20.
Oh yeah, so roll damage.
Oh boy.
That's with sneak attack as well.
No.
Oh shit,
doubles
it is.
it.
Yeah. Oh shit.
That's 12 sneak attack.
Whoa.
And 8 plus 4, 12, so 24 damage.
Yeah, he's down.
Yeah.
So the satyr
Most
is gone.
dream getting a sneak attack with
Yeah.
crit.
Yeah, and you've still got another attack left.
I do.
Yeah.
And a move.
Aha!
Bamboozled.
I want to embrace the swashbuckler before I get it and get moves like called panache and stuff.
Yeah.
5, 10. Short sword poke.
Hi, Tim. He's gonna kill me.
Ooh, nah. 14?
No.
Oh.
You didn't hit him, he's gonna kill me!
The satyr.
It's very small!
You should be used to it in small things.
The sprite will laugh like Michael Jackson. No.
That's a very bad joke there.
He will attack.
Ian.
He's realised Peacock is. Does a 20 hit?
To me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take 1 piercing, but roll another Constitution saving throw.
Oh, it's 18. So
Oh yeah, fine. But you take 1 piercing. Oh.
Ow, you prick! Prick me!
Should be used to small pricks.
I've seen yours plenty of times.
Oh, yeah, funny.
top of the round, Fred.
Here we go. Fuck off from me. Bonk. Bonk him on the head for a natural 19.
Yeah, that hits.
It's a bonk, dude.
And use the bonk for 3 damage.
Yeah, he's gone.
3 plus 2, 5.
You had 1 HP, 2
Bonk.
HP. Sorry.
Ah! Bonk.
That's a weird one.
Yeah, it is.
It's
yeah.
kind of squashing a firefly against a tree. So it's just a small splat.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Oh god! Oh my god, I killed it!
But then it disappears off the end of your hand.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's no blood anymore. Right.
You don't have to wipe it now.
Is it over? Any more little pricks?
I'm not on your own.
Hang on. Right. One thing, because I forgot to ask. Technically, this is a one shot.
Okay.
But do you want to do milestone or do you want to do straight up XP?
Go for it. It's up to the GM in my eyes.
Oh, if
I'm fine with 5 or
it's like a one-shot series, milestones gonna be hard to come by.
True.
So
Yeah.
straight up XP then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rightio then. I will do the XP before we leave then, but we've got 10
It
minutes.
doesn't make sense because like
Yeah,
it's not
this is true.
a
Yeah.
continual thing.
Yeah.
So
Alright, okay.
That's do like that, right?
don't I need 1800?
Not for first.
It's like 300, 400 to level up.
Oh.
From level 1 to level 2. It's not that high.
Oh,
Um,
should at 3 or something.
so yeah, you hear the voice over the intercom go,
300 for the first 1 to 2.
yeah, I suppose that was alright. I mean,
It's alright, I killed a fucking thing!
We took a break, so what?
that was some deductive points, yeah, you're right.
Everyone was saying that everyone died here.
Yeah, they're all dead. Well, theoretically, they weren't dead in the first place. They've got no anatomical life, so.
No, I spoke to an owner and a proprietor and an alchemist, and they both said that they've heard of people, and even the venue said people haven't come back. We've
Oh
done it.
yeah, they yeah, we don't talk about those.
Well, we're clearly better than those.
Yeah, good job, 10 out of 10. Yeah, you passed the test. Whoa. I mean,
His channeling is in a badass.
he's just like, yeah. I mean, that was fine, I suppose.
Like, with like Derek's expectations and just like severely lowered.
Yeah, because of the group. So yeah, for the sake of abbreviancy, you walk up the stairs, one room at a time. You go out to the door, go back to the royal capital. You go back to the castle, and then you'll do the whole spiel.
Champions return.
Shut up.
And then you'll sort of like roll her eyes, and she'll go, oh yeah, okay. I mean, Derek said you did well. You sent me a report card for some reason, but it's kind of like a pass or fail thing. There's no in between, so I don't know why he's doing that.
What did the card say?
I mean, it's very hurtful. You don't want to read it.
He's got quite the personality for what he is.
What is he?
Oh, he's Derek.
The other Warforged that we've seen are like don't really have the best personality.
Yeah,
They're
they-
quite
He's
Just
full of personality.
brash.
Oh yeah, he used to be a part of Moradin. There's a long story with that. Anyway, come
Used to be?
yeah. Anyway, come in.
Fishing.
Come in. I say as I walk through the door.
She won't lead you to the throne room. Instead, she takes you up the last stairs again, but this time takes a right down in a long corridor. She doesn't stop to talk to people this time. It at this point is probably fairly late. It's about 10 o'clock. There's not many people. Take another down. Taking another left, another 50
Does
feet.
anyone have any beer?
No.
And the gold will pay for the beer.
She opens the door, and this time it's not a throne room, but it looks more like an extravagant office room.
Nice.
So it's, I want to say like Dumbledore's office in Hogwarts, but it's that feel. It's officey, but it has extravagance.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll sit behind the desk.
All the moving things. Ooh.
Don't touch.
I know not to touch.
There
Not
are-
my first time in a magic key
Unless
place.
you pay.
Not my
If
first
you
time in a
pay,
magic
you
key
can touch.
place. I do magics.
Okay.
She'll say, "Oh, that's just it's a combination of Derek's and someone else's machinations. You can kind of ignore it.
What is?
The floating things. I heard you talk about them.
Oh, yeah. What are they?
Ornaments mostly. I mean, that one over there is a contingency plan. So if we've got somebody sneaking, it kind of devours them.
Huh.
Note to self: do not do.
And it looks like a small black orb essentially.
Huh.
And she'll say, "Yeah, don't go near that one.
Why?
I just told you
She
to
just
devour
explained
you."
why.
Even I got that.
But I'm not sneaking, so it shouldn't.
Yeah, I've invited you into the office. It should be fine, mostly. Yeah, like most things that make Derek makes, there's usually a mostly applied to everything. So
He's a bit short-handed, doesn't get the job done properly.
he's more of a sort of person that gets really excited about a project, gets it 95% done, forgets about the last 5% and moves on. Yeah. I mean, it
No
works.
conviction, you know.
Is it time for pay?
Yes, it's time for pay.
Money.
And
I like
she'll
this
go to sit down behind the large desk, and she'll sort of like put her hand in front of her, and 3 chairs appear, and she'll say, she doesn't have to say anything. She'll just put her hands in front of the chairs.
Question: is my chair the same size as their chairs?
It would fit you, yes.
Okay, so it's made to measure.
Yeah,
It's
made to
good.
measure.
Okay, so I can sit down in a leisurely way above
Yeah.
tucked up.
Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum.
And she'll say,
That's
well,
good.
congratulations on passing.
Tune.
I'm
in my book.
Yeah,
writing
okay.
Something down.
Okay, so gave you 600 gold for doing the
Huh?
test. I'm going to give you an additional 600 gold for passing.
Oh, I got another. Oh, thanks. Okay.
And then I'm going
Money!
yeah, okay.
Sorry.
I'm going to offer you the
Here's a
position.
card.
You may or may not decline if you like.
Grab a stack.
For future pay, can you split it so he get
No, that's this all
Oh,
yours.
don't
this
worry.
one all mine?
All yours. We did this together.
Ooh.
From now
We all played
on,
our
It's all
part.
yours anyway. you
this
don't
will
have
be
to do
the
anything.
this
It's
will be
not
the
bad.
last time we will physically give you money,
Oh.
because where you're going, you're not gonna really need money.
Ooh.
Where on
All of
earth
it.
would
You
that
told
be?
me it was a gig.
It's a gig.
Yeah,
Money.
but where are we going?
Got you the best.
You'll see her push a button on the table, and she'll say, "V, would you send in Derek for me?" And you'll hear a woman in over the intercom go, "Right away, miss. Do you need anything?" And she'll say, "No, I can serve my guests quite well, thank you." She's new. Doesn't understand that I can do magical stuff all the time. And she says, "Oh," she'll click her fingers, and a pot of tea will appear in front of you.
Did she literally give us stuff?
Thank you.
Yeah, she gave you gold. Yeah.
Thank you.
Grab a stack.
Oh, that's very,
Yes,
Oh,
it's a
very
new.
fragrant.
It's a new flavour that they keep talking about. Gooseberry and lime. Have you heard of it?
I actually know the person who started that, funnily enough.
You do?
It's Martha.
It's all the rage. Everyone likes the sharpness.
Yeah.
Is
no.
it's the stuff I gave you?
It smells like shit.
But
Can I have just tea?
with water.
Yeah.
Why would you add water to it?
Ugh.
Oh, fine.
Those that taste.
She'll click her fingers and she'll say pomegranate, Earl Grey, chai.
Tea.
No, what type, dear?
Tea. Basic tea.
She'll click her fingers, and in front of you, a teacup will appear, and then it looks like a strain of the tea leaves, and it sort of like dips itself and then disappears.
Some people don't know the extravagance of luxury,
Yeah.
as we do.
Can I just have the leaves, please?
No, you drink tea, dear.
No, you suck on it.
Right, anyway, she says.
How do I react?
Either
Do I
way,
react?
you can give it to him, even though it's weird, or you can just not bother. It's up to you.
She says, let's just get down to business, please. She'll say, the position is very simple. Derek has almost completed a ship of sorts.
Is this the 95% problem again?
No, this is one of his baby projects.
Baby?
He likes this project a lot.
Oh.
It's something that he's wanted to do for a while, but we've told him not to because it damns what the gods believed in. But in the current situation, we don't really have a choice.
So you're going against the gods?
I mean, they have given us our blessing this time because we don't really have a choice.
I mean, didn't the people go against the gods like 500 years ago? And well, that's why we're here.
Where did you learn that?
I don't know.
Anyway,
In the
she
book.
says,
I read.
Did you read?
here's the
What's
deal.
reading?
The rifts
Don't worry.
are destroying the planet.
I've got to be able to. I've got.
The rifts are destroying the planet. That much is certain. How much time we have kept under wraps, but Flint.
How much time have we got?
Yeah, Flint and the others estimate only a little under 2 years
Oh, sweet.
before we will have no resources left and we will all die.
Oh, cool. What
Um,
about genetically modified stuff?
I mean, we've tried, but the problem is, whatever we genetically modify will be destroyed by whatever the rifts do. They're eating away at the planet, and slowly the planet is getting smaller and smaller. So what we're saying is the surface is going to be destroyed, and all left is
It's quite the
complicated.
predicament.
Yes, so anyway, we got a message from light years away, is what Flint and Derek called it. We got a message from another planet that said they had a similar situation and problem to us, and they resolved it. However, the solution can only be given in person, so we have to send people to that planet. And that's what your job is.
How do we get that?
On Derek's ship.
What's a planet?
This
bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard of planets before, but I never thought they were real.
I'm just chewing on some tea leaves.
So this is where it gets complicated. You see, in a normal plane, there is only one planet technically, and each plane has got its own planet, and they are interconnected. So you've got the I won't get into it. However, this plane is what you call a demi-plane. It has its own rules and own settings. It's somewhere in the aether, basically, floating around. It's somewhat connected to the other planes, but not exactly. The difference is that it's fairly large. It's got its own universe. It's got more than one planet, essentially. More than one landmass is the way you can describe it. Imagine different countries.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
How surprised were you when you heard communication from these things? Therefore, there would just be some sort of theory about them.
Derek did all that. It was bizarre.
So, if we do this, we could technically be heroes of the world.
Yes.
Universe.
We can wave bump up our prices.
Universe.
Think of that. Crystalline, saviors of the universe.
Oh, say that again.
Crystalline, saviors of the universe.
I mean, it does have a nice ring to it, Venya says, but that's besides the point.
So job equals money.
Yes, so here's what's going to happen.
Long time.
No, you will get a monthly fee. However, it will be deposited in a bank account.
Do we have one?
What is a bank account?
She said, I'll set
I
up
just
one.
keep everything under my mattress in a chest.
She'll say, right, okay, you know what a bank is.
Yes.
So that's where
That people keep
we
money.
can change our coppers and silvers and platinums.
You do more than that there, for sure.
I keep this
Yeah.
bass line going.
She'll click her fingers and all of a sudden the string snaps. Oh. For God's sake.
Well, you just pulled out the other thing.
Oh, fuck.
She'll click her fingers in silence. If you do that. You're gonna have to move. You're gonna have to move 20 feet to do that.
Oh.
Would you know? Would you know?
Would you know that?
Probably
No.
not, no.
So yeah, that is the proposition. We will give you a monthly fee, which will go directly into your bank account for all three of you. You can either share a bank account, or we can each give you your own single account.
Single account, please.
Right, that'll be put in your name. You will be able to withdraw it in space, but it will be credits, not gold. Basically, what that essentially means is, on other planets, they may not have a different currency, so the value of gold may be different to them. So maybe on one planet, a gold will be worth 20 gold, while on another planet, it might not be worth anything.
Well, I could use this to my advantage.
It depends on the nation, the level of industry they have, their history, the race specifically. There's a number of factors, essentially.
Are we the first to do this?
No. You will be.
Price is even more if you were.
You will be the second. However, you will be the first to go further than our atmosphere. The previous ones made a ship, and they floated through the atmosphere in a circle around the planet for 250 years. Spoiler.
It's not going to take that long, so I'll be dead. I don't want to spend my money.
Well, you either get the solution in 2 years and come back and get your money, or the planet's gone and you're still alive.
With credits in space.
Yeah.
If we're in the other planets, we're fine. You didn't hear that.
So,
Question: can I take women?
He has a strong connection and enjoyment in women.
I don't really know what to say to this.
You should see him without women. He's a lot less calm.
So what you're telling me is you want me to allow you to take a prostitute onto our ship to save the planet.
If we don't pay her, she's not a prostitute.
That's gotta be the worst line yet. Oh my god.
Oh, so you mean like a girlfriend?
A companion. A sexual companion.
You okay?
I mean, we will be taking a number of people with you. We haven't decided who is going yet. We know for a fact Derek is the only one that's going though, because he needs to maintain and operate the ship.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, she'll click her fingers.
How are we
And
going to eat?
there,
Fuck, what?
there will be a garden on the ship, agriculturally maintaining itself.
That's a killer baseline, by the way.
I'll save it for a good song.
Yeah.
That was a good line.
So do we have a deal?
You have a... I don't know, what? So, what, like...
Saviors of the universe.
Ding, 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 ding.
She'll click her fingers, 3 contracts floating in front of you.
Oh,
and
fucking hell.
she'll say, sign the line.
I read it.
I will read the fine print.
Yeah.
Essentially, I'm not saying you're wavering your lives away. You're allowing yourself to come into danger by taking this job. You may or may not fight people. You may or may not deal in civil wars. You may or may not deal in dungeons. It depends on what planets you stop at and how you deal with the situation. So it's very
Are we going to
open-ended.
get there? I mean, it takes... How long will it take to get there? I mean, we've got
We
2
don't
years.
know.
Does it mention that I can take Benelda with me?
Sorry, who are you taking?
Sure, she says. You will take your girlfriend, significant other, Floozy.
Prostitute.
I would rather not you take a
What
prostitute.
was that from my phone? That was a mention.
No. So do we have a deal?
I just sign.
All right. Okay.
How does Zuanax sign? That's the question.
A Z.
No.
Does he even know the alphabet?
He can speak, read, and write, I guess.
Yeah, I can speak, read, and write. He just doesn't know what reading and writing is.
Yeah. So,
I do have one extra
as-
request
as
to
it
add
used
to
be
the
in
contract.
Skyrim, you see it, leave your
Right.
No.
leave a mark of any type.
Yeah, no.
I
I'm
guess
just wondering
my
how
own
Zuanax
quarters
leave is not.
Were the
For example,
There you
one of my
myself.
cats is sand. Her
You
thing
will
is
all have your own
ink
quarters.
or paper.
X maybe for him.
but I wanted stocked with paper,
Or he's learned his
Ink.
Z sort of thing.
wax, and stamps.
What the fuck do you want all them for?
That will
It's none of your business.
be in the parameters and acceptable.
Can I have a forgery kit?
I've got 4.
I mean,
I signed
My
up a
own.
lightning bolt and a hammer
okay.
into crossing.
So I want all these things so I can use my forgery kit really easily.
Essentially, how the ship works is you would use your gold or credits or your account essentially. You can send in requests through the ship, and Derek has said that he has somehow made a teleportation device which will allow you to get said items to the ship.
Instantaneously.
Maybe not instantaneously, but in a day.
Oh.
Will we be able to return to this plane at a whim, or will we?
No, once you're on the ship, you will not be able to return to us.
But a day might be different somewhere else.
That is correct. 24 hours to be precise is what
Okay,
we're
so-
looking for.
Huh.
So say for example, you need a specific magic item.
Mm.
You'll put the request in, we'll put it through, and it will be destructed in this cylinder over the course of 24 hours.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know how it works. Derek is a genius.
Oh.
A stupid genius.
I wouldn't go that far.
when do we leave?
Yeah.
Once the ship is completed, which should be in a matter of days, really.
So we have a few days to
Can we look around the ship before we
our
go?
lives, so to speak.
Hmm?
Can we look around the ship before we go?
Certainly.
Cool.
It's 10:30 now. Do you want to leave it there?
Bugsy, I'm in the biggest room.
Okay.
Called it.
I've already asked for a specialised room.
That's
That's my contract. I'll sign it, and my P, the circle is like an eye, and the P is a feather.
Okay. Have you signed yours?
FM.
Oh, okay. She'll click and all 3 contractors appear and she'll say, "Congratulations! You will be a part of the crew." I mean, we don't have an official name yet.
Not my problem.
Just make a note of our attempt at least. Let it know that we are the ones who have come. For if we don't return, they'll still sing songs about us.
No, that'll be my songs.
Derek walks in and because
Your songs and songs about the group as a whole.
Derek walks in and he says, "Have any of you called me?" And Avenia goes, "Yes." And
You did? I didn't hear it.
she pressed the intercom, remember, at the start of the meeting.
Oh, yeah.
She'll say, "Yes, how's it going?" And he'll say, "Yeah, the ship will be up in maybe a day and a half or so." "Oh, it's a real beaut, it is." And she'll go, I'm sure it is. Will it suffice for us to get to the other planet? I don't know.
Make sure it's complete at least.
Yeah.
Every detail.
Yeah.
So we're going up at a tin can. That's built by the
Oh,
highest,
it's not just a tin can.
That's built by the
Listen.
highest bidder.
And Dan, he starts doing an M&S advert for a ship. It's not just a tin can. It is a air suppression contained can that has agricultural and self-sustaining needs met. Yes.
Could we soundproof his room?
Wasn't in
She'll
the contract.
say That would sound like a good idea. Unfortunately, I think you need to have full access to Derek. And Derek goes, "Why would you soundproof my room? I mean, how would we talk? We're going to be friends now."
Iron Man, I've got a song for you.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll show you.
I mean, it's going to take them a while to get to the point where I'm used to people, but maybe a couple of
There'll be a
levels.
time for us to get used to you as well, Derek.
Oh no, we're cool. Cool like cucumbers. Yes.
Ice cream?
I like ice cream.
I do too. Ice cream's cool.
I've got sensitive teeth.
Avenia clicks her fingers and a tub of ice cream appears in Derek and he starts nibbling on it. By the way, Derek can eat now.
Apparently
So
so.
digestive system.
Yeah, he's got a digestive system. Spoilers.
Spoilers. Shit.
Like 3 months down the line, one of Derek's experiments like,
Are you eating ice cream?
I gave myself this cool thing. It makes me eat.
Trachea.
I can taste things now.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we'll stop there because it's over past.
Taste no sandwich.
If we're doing XP, I've worked out the XP. The total XP is 425 divided by 3. So that would be 425 divided by 3. 100 and something.
425 divided by 3 is 141.6666.
So 142.
142.
So you are almost halfway
Yeah.
to level 2.
And we just got 600 gold as well.
140.
Another 600 gold, yeah.
Yeah, 1010.
Considering that was all improv, that did not go too bad.
Nice.
It's
Yeah,
good.
I've enjoyed it.
Ditto.
Yeah.
I think I'll just keep doing improv for these sort of things. Anyway, bye everyone!
Bye.